What's up,
Sound
everybody?
awesome.
What's up, everybody? This is the Rise of Lord Master Starscream, and I'm here. Joining me for tonight. I might have some other people joining, but I have Leo here with me. So yes, I decided to start a little early, and yes, we got to see Transformers one early. Yes.
Well, I saw it on a. I didn't see it in theaters, but I still saw it.
Yeah, I get. Yeah. Hey, don't. Same here. All right. Anyways. All right. Anyways. So yes, we got to watch Transformers one. And oh boy, what an interesting movie this was. And yes,
I'm.
this is a spoiler review. There ain't gonna be no spoiler free stuff because it's gonna be hard to talk about the movie without giving spoilers. So this is all spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, get out. But if you don't,
You good? Oh, hello. Hold on, wait a minute. Stars. Oh shoot! I think he disconnected from the his
oh shoot, sorry about that, guys. The internet. Don't worry, we're all good. The internet updated, so bad timing. I'm sorry about all that. That was literally a stupid time for an internet update. Booting me out like that. Hold on a second. All right. Yes, I could see you in the chat. All right. Hold on a second. All right. Hope everyone is doing good today. So yeah, sorry about all that. I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes for someone to join back in or join in. For those who want to join, the link is in the chat. I'm gonna see if I could pin it. So what is happening tonight? We're gonna be talking spoilers for I'm doing all right, and yes, like I said, we'll be talking spoilers tonight. So for those who haven't seen the movie, yes, just don't watch this. But if you already seen the movie, but then again, if you don't care about spoilers and you still want to watch this, then yeah. I'm trying to get Leo back in here. All right. Spoilers don't scare me. The film doesn't. Yo, what's up, Belucius? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. It's been a while, so yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and go right into it. So if anyone join, hold on, hang on. Yeah, good to see you. And all right, if you have trouble joining, then that's understandable. But anyways, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and start with some things I thought was interesting. To be honest, honestly, I'm actually shocked on two character designs that actually appeared in this movie, and so we do get to see some Transformers Cybertron 2005, the series. We get to see two designs. We get to see Vector Prime and Primus, even though Primus was briefly seen like for a split second, but you do get to see the full robot, which I actually thought was pretty cool. But seeing Vector Prime was actually pretty emotional, in my opinion, because knowing what happens to the character in Transformers Cybertron. So yeah. And I will say this. In my opinion, the film, I've seen a lot of posts on Twitter. This film, I would have to say, is definitely not for kids. I mean, part of it is, but it gets dark really, really fast. Like, it starts out as a good kids movie, then it literally gets serious as they get to the surface of Cybertron. So, yeah, I'm going to have to say like the directions they took this movie in, yeah, definitely not for kids, but oh, excuse me. I am under the weather, so you'll have to bear with me here. But anyways. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. And now I'm going to talk about characters real quick. Hang on. Alpha Trion was a nice character. Yes, Alpha Trion was a good character. I'm really upset that they killed him off. Like, this movie did not literally need to kill him off. That, in my opinion, I feel like his character was wasted. It was good to see him in the movie, though, but them killing him off was not needed. Like, literally, they could have done something else. Like, I mean, heck, Lawrence Fishburne, the actor who plays Alpha Trion, that he's not a cheap actor. So I feel like they kind of didn't get their money's worth. But good character, though. And for those who don't know, Sentinel Prime does pretty much decapitate Alpha Trion, only because Sentinel Prime does not like speeches from the Primes. And yes, apparently Alpha Trion is considered a Prime in this. So that's interesting. Sentinel had to... Yeah. But in the end, Sentinel Prime does get the the short end of everything, because throughout, as the film goes on, you find out that Sentinel Prime is not a true Prime. He was pretty much just a false Prime, and he pretty much killed all the 13 Primes, like Vector Prime, Megatronus, and apparently Megatronus is a good guy. I kind of did not like that, to be honest. That was honestly interesting. So this is the first time Megatronus Prime, aka the Fallen, is actually a good guy in this. I know that's going to piss a lot of people off. So, and what you going to do? But, so apparently he kills all the other Primes, and he ends up killing Alpha Trion, like I said, and he tries to claim the Matrix from Zeta Prime. So apparently, for those who don't know, Zeta Prime in War for Cybertron is actually Sentinel Prime. So I guess they kind of changed that already. So now Zeta Prime is a totally different character. So he ends up trying to get the Matrix from Zeta Prime, but apparently, so the Matrix, we all know how it is. You have to be worthy of it to become a Prime. It turns to dust as a Revenge of the Fallen reference, and pretty much he's spinning 50 cycles, as they all put it, trying to look for the Matrix. And yeah, like I said, as the film goes on, you find out the truth that he's been making a deal with the Quintessons and give up their and he's been having all the cogless, aka the miners, pretty much mine for Energon, because apparently the Matrix now is the only source of Energon that pretty much keeps Energon flowing. So that's interesting. So anyway, so D16 finds out the truth. He wants to kill Sentinel Prime. So long story short, let's just say D16 gets what he wants and gives him the 2007 Jazz treatment and tears him in half. And whenever Sentinel Prime kills Megatronus, he ends up taking his T-Cog, or his transformation cog. So now Megatron tears him in half and rips the cog right out of Sentinel. And I'm going to say this, the way Sentinel dies is pretty brutal. I got to say, it's pretty much worse than 2007 Jazz. Like, this death is more graphic. And I will say, OP, get them. Man, Sentinel was a... Yeah, I'm going to say this. I don't think Sentinel Prime... I never read the comics, so I might be wrong, but I don't think Sentinel Prime in the comics was a bad guy. I'm sure he might have been someone who abuses power or something like that, but I think Dark of the Moon is actually the first time they actually made Sentinel Prime a bad guy. So now this is the second time they did it. Honestly, I did not expect Sentinel Prime to be the bad guy in this, even from the trailers. Like, there were hints of it, like whenever you see him with the Quintesson. And also, let me say this, I like the Quintesson. It was actually cool to see a new version of the Quintesson, but it kind of bothers me that they only this. Well, actually, you only see one Quintesson. There ain't no changing head action. But the Quintesson does not talk. He only growls and groans or whatever. Pretty much like a dinosaur is all I could say. So the Quintesson does not talk. No dialogue whatsoever. It's just growling. In IDW Sentinel made. Interesting. Hang on a second. Okay, give me a second. All right. But yeah, it was cool to see the Quintesson. They don't play much of a role in this. They don't have much screen time. They're just there. Like, the Quintesson just shows up, takes the Energon, and leaves. That's pretty much it. And apparently Sentinel Prime has to meet a quota type thing, because apparently the Quintesson demands a certain amount of Energon when they come back. So long story short, the Quintesson isn't happy about the amount of Energon they got on this run. So Sentinel Prime pretty much gets strung up, like almost kind of like a Jesus type thing. And because, like I said, the Quintesson is not happy, and Sentinel Prime is literally saying that I'll get you the rest of the Energon when you come back. So, yeah, Sentinel Prime is. I liked his character. I liked the design, but gosh, they literally made him a dick in this. Even towards D16, like, I'm gonna have to say this. I think I kind of rather side with Megatron in this than Orion. I mean, yes, Orion Pax does not want to see Sentinel Prime get killed in like a public execution, but literally, look what happens to D16 in this, aka Megatron. He gets humiliated by Sentinel Prime over the Megatronus logo, which ends up becoming the Decepticon logo. So you get to see the origin of that in this. And yeah, I honestly feel bad for D16. He looked up to Sentinel Prime as like his idol, his big hero, like Megatron, like he looked up to Megatronus, only to see him get humiliated. And I'm gonna go ahead and go over a bit of an annoying thing in this. I enjoyed the movie. The movie was good, but I'll say this: Keegan Michael Key as Bumblebee. I'm gonna say this: I really wanted to like his voice. The trailers, I tried, it didn't do it for me. Watching the movie, it didn't do it for me. Personally, I think I would have preferred the actor who played in Maze Runner. And for those, I don't know the actor's name, but he also plays Bumblebee in the Bumblebee movie. I enjoyed the voice somewhat, but literally hearing B127 just going all out on this whole Badassatron thing, it kept getting repetitive. Like hearing him just say Badassatron, like it almost got annoying really quick, to be honest with you. But in a way, I think it kind of gives off an. All right, Ruben. I'm gonna put the link in the chat real quick. There you go, bro. He did pretty good somewhat. I do end up. Hang on, I'm gonna add you in just a sec. Now I remember what I was gonna say. You kind of get an idea of the origin story on how Megatron gets his name. Like Bumblebee just saying Badassatron. Like you kind of get where they're going with this, because like Megatron takes the name Mega, and then he takes Tron. Yeah, I'm sure you kind of get it. So I kind of was hoping that there'd be a thing where B127 was like, oh my god, that's totally better than Badassatron. Whenever you see D16 actually declare himself as Megatron. All right, hang on. So what's up, Ruben?
I'm back.
Welcome back. How is your day going?
Shitty.
All right, hold on. I would have liked the one who voiced him in for the actor who plays Bumblebee in the War for Cybertron game. He didn't play him in Fall of Cybertron though. His voice box was smashed. But yeah, the actor who plays War for Cybertron Bumblebee in the video games is actually the actor who plays Adam in Power Rangers Mighty Morphin, the movie, and I think in the series. I don't know. I really don't watch Power Rangers that much. I'm not
The
really
series.
into it. So, but how'd your toy hunt go?
It was going well until Target.
Which one? Did you get your Bakugan?
Yep, I finally got the nails I've been trying to find for about more than a year.
Nice. Which figure you end up getting? Since I told you to go ahead and surprise me.
Turn my shitty camera.
You have good quality. I'm going to say that. And hang on.
Mostly I just want to equip the one I have that had the lights on it, but so I can have it angle it up
crazy
and
man
down.
for you guys.
This is the face of fucking pissed. Wait, hold on. Ow!
You're losing more of your hair by the second.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Your mom.
Yes.
Nice. Hey, don't forget I made a deal with you. So.
I know, but still.
But Hey, at least you're getting a free core class from me. So, but anyways,
Yeah.
But thanks, man.
And I
anyway.
finally got the show what I want.
Did you find what you needed at HEB or whatever?
Yes. Oh shit.
Nice. Oh, and real quick, I will be doing a short live stream tomorrow. I might not invite anyone, but I will be. Oh, by the way, Belucius says hello to you.
Hey, Belucius, how's it going?
So I will be doing a short live stream tomorrow. I'm going to be unboxing two Shattered Glass. Well, actually, one is a 2-pack, and the other one is pretty much a used figure. I'll be unboxing two Shattered Glass figures. So, or one 2-pack and one other Shattered Glass figure. I won't say what they are, but for those who know, then you know. So, I'm going to unbox them immediately when they get in. So, if you guys see the StreamYard time, don't just keep your notifications on because I don't know what time the packages will get here. I have it set to 3 because sometimes my packages get here between like 1 to 4 or some depending on the schedule. But anyways, all right. And now I'm gonna say this: this movie is hella emotional. I'll say whenever it gets to the point where Megatron or D16 wants to kill Sentinel. I wish I could show screenshots or clips, but I don't want to do that. But it's almost like an Obi-Wan and an Anakin thing. That's how I can describe it. Like this whole film is all about like D16 covering for Orion because Orion wants to do some stupid stuff or go exploring. And now it's already to a point where whenever you get to the part, whenever Megatron, or you know what, I'm just going to call him Megatron. Yo, what's up, JJ?
Hey.
Hey,
How's
JJ.
everyone doing?
Good. How about yourself? Did you get to watch the movie?
I did watch the movie, fan screening.
Oh, nice. What did you think of the movie?
Best Transformers movie ever.
Agreed.
Like,
But yeah, seeing Orion jump in front of the shot whenever he's about to execute Sentinel, like, oh my gosh, like almost the arm and almost half of Orion's body just gets blown to pieces, and seeing D16 just let him fall off the edge after saving him, that really hurt, especially whenever he says, I'm done saving you. And you see the eyes go from orange to literally red at that point. Like, it's at that point, all D16 can see is red. Like that whole thing. Like in real life, if someone gets in a fight and all they see is red, that's literally all Megatron sees is red.
Like, I honestly love the journey, how Optimus and Meg started from being best friends or like being brothers with each other. And then like when they realized that Sentinel Prime was just an idiot.
A false prime. Yeah.
A total what do you call him? A total jerk. You know, Sentinel Prime has been a jerk for so many times. Like in animated and I mean, animated, he wasn't a bad guy or so. He was actually a good guy, but he's always had arguments with Optimus.
Yeah, pretty much the dickhead soldier or sergeant or whatever.
Yeah. But this version of Sentinel Prime, I tell you, I mean,
I have to say he's worse than Dark of the Moon Sentinel, even though Dark of the Moon Sentinel did kill did get a lot of humans killed and also pretty much murdered Ironhide. Nah, I think this Sentinel is way worse than Dark of the Moon, in my opinion.
oh, so much worse. So much worse. Literally so much.
Yeah, especially the minute you find out that immediately when the miners are born, he ends up taking out all the transformation cogs and just pretty much calls them nothing, like they're useless. They have no meaning. Like, oof. That got me right there.
Like this movie is just everything I've ever dreamed of, you know. It's honestly really, really good. It's so good.
Heck,
Such a
even
good film.
Heck, even seeing some Transformer Cybertron designs, Vector Prime and Primus, that was actually a good treat.
Was Vector Prime in there?
Yeah, briefly, whenever Alpha Trion is telling the story, you could actually see Vector Prime as one of the primes, like the full Cybertron design.
I know I saw Primus at one point, but
Yeah,
hmm.
I wish I could show a screenshot though.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing Vector Prime's actual design. Like I don't.
Yeah, it'll
Like
be pretty much like a blink and you'll miss it, but yeah, you can recognize him from like the little circle thing in the chest and the shoulder pads.
I might have to rewatch it. to see
Yeah.
if-
Yeah, this movie's gonna definitely need a lot of rewatching to catch like all the
Mhm.
Easter eggs, characters in the background.
I
Finally,
mean, you see, when I was watching the movie during the early fan screening, like on the 30th of August, like I was like pointing characters, the minors. Hey, I know that guy. I know that guy. Whoa, is this guy? It's like, hey, it's that girl right there.
hey, thank God Jazz didn't die.
Thank fuck for that.
Yeah, thank goodness. Thank the primes. You know, I mean, he lost his leg, but then he got his leg back in the end. So
Yeah, it was actually cool to see Jazz get some spotlight for once, especially after all these years. We haven't seen any Jazz. I think the last time we saw Jazz was in Robots in Disguise, 2015. So yeah, ever since then we haven't seen Jazz.
and then he was only mentioned by Wild Wheel in Cyberverse. So
Yeah. Hey, thank God he didn't appear in there. They were gonna make Jazz a female in that.
yeah, I don't know why they would do that, but well.
Yeah, that was.
But yeah, so Lorenzo did actually confirm that this movie is not connected to the live action movies. So thank goodness that he fixed that.
Yeah, someone get that guy fired is all I can say. Like it's always back and forth with that guy. I don't know what kind of drugs he's taking or whatever, but him saying that it's connected, it's not connected. I mean, hey, I'll tell you this. In a couple weeks, he'll say it's connected. Knowing him trying to connect everything to the Bayverse.
There's no way it's connected to the Bayverse because if Sentinel Prime had died in Transformers 1, I mean, come on.
Yeah,
He's alive in Dark of the Moon, so how does that connect?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I thought it was hella brutal that he gave D6 ended up giving Sentinel the 2007 Jazz treatment.
Oh yeah, just ripping him in half.
Like even seeing like the wires just separate from the torso from the upper body. Like, I thought it was interesting. Like they originally gear this like towards children, and when it gets dark, it's almost like it's not for kids. Like it goes from being goofy to serious real quick in some areas.
Yeah.
And like I said, I really feel bad that Alpha Trion died in this film. I kind of feel like that was not necessary, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, not that necessary. Like, honestly, I would have loved to see Alpha Trion more, but at least we get to see him transform.
Yeah, that's true. And
We get to see him transform into his beast mode, and yes, he can talk in his beast mode, which is actually pretty cool. So.
And I thought it was interesting that Sentinel Prime had a little bit of Dark of the Moon by having a double-bladed sword. So they kind of did add some hints towards the movies.
Some hints,
or
but-
Easter eggs, whichever.
Yeah, Easter eggs. But his death already confirmed that. Nope, not connected to the Bayverse. However, it could be connected to the Bumblebee movie, considering that B-127 did not change his name into Bumblebee in this movie. So,
Yeah, even though they do call him B, but yeah, they don't even say Bumblebee in this, so that's another thing. The only
when we see all the Autobots get their T-Cogs, you see Ironhide, at first when he gets his TCOG, he looks very similar to his Bumblebee movie design.
I noticed that right off the bat. I was like, "That's the Bumblebee design."
Like,
And I mean,
and-
hey, look at Soundwave's design. Even when he transforms, compare that to the studio series. It's almost the same type of design.
Is that the Quintesson High Commander? Oh my gosh. Okay. When I went to watch Transformers 1 inside the mall, I went to Toys R Us first and I saw a bunch of Quintesson High Commanders in that Toys R Us shop and I was like, "Whoa, why is there so many?" Like that figure is a Walmart exclusive and I don't have Walmarts. So I only have Toys R Us.
Well, how did you feel about the Quintesson High Commander? I kind of was a little disappointed that he didn't talk, but it was cool to see a Quintesson at least.
I gotta dig the designs of the Quintessons, although they look weird, but they're supposed to.
Yeah,
look
the
weird.
designs are actually pretty good. I'll say that.
I'm glad it's not the 5 Faces of Darkness.
The five
Not-
faces of the Quintessons. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
The only, to be honest, the only thing I can complain about, I do think it was an interesting change of character for this, but seeing Megatronus as the good guy in this, and hearing that he was the good guy instead of the bad guy like he always is in Transformers media, I thought that was actually pretty interesting that they changed that origin.
Yeah. I mean, I like the fact that Megatronus has always been depicted as the first Decepticon, but in this movie, he's not the first Decepticon. That would go to D16 or Megatron. So.
Yeah. Yeah, but we do see how he gets the Decepticon logo, especially from the face design from Megatronus.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but I am a little disappointed that he's depicted as the good guy in this. But then again, he's always been the bad guy in Transformers media, so I get it. They do need to change things up a bit, so that's understandable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like how they kept the Zeta Prime and Sentinel Prime as separate characters. Like in the video games, you know him as Sentinel Zeta Prime, but
Yeah,
in the movie, it's
yeah, they
Sentinel
made him two different characters.
Two different
That was actually interesting. Instead of having Sentinel and Zeta as the same character, they changed the character. Even the head design on Zeta Prime actually looks War for Cybertron accurate, especially with the little horns and all that. But yeah, there was a lot of cool Easter eggs and characters. Like you get to see, well, from the cog list, you get to see Red Alert, Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, Ironhide, Ratchet, and Brawn. Wheeljack does get some speaking lines. Jazz, same, he gets some speaking lines. And I know that there's a lot of characters in this. Deep Cover and Jackpot does appear. You can see him in one of the trailers. You can just look at the Kingdom figure and same color. So this is actually Jackpot's first debut in anything Transformers related, like regarding a series wise or a movie.
Yay.
Like I
We
said,
saw
a lot.
Yeah, we
Huh?
saw Wheeljack as well. I saw Wheeljack. The bot with the battle mask and the ears. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this movie was actually pretty good. Oh, I must get to this now. Seeing the origin of how Starscream gets his G1 voice was actually crazy. But I do want to say this. I thought it was funny whenever D16 and Starscream start to fight. Starscream is just begging to get punched. Like, hit me. Come on, just hit me. Hit me. Kind of like giving a Batman the Dark Knight Joker reference. Come on, hit me. And he starts choking him to death. And
like
you get
that. I like that. I really like that a lot.
yeah, and
Let's see.
it just chokes him to death, and it damages the voice or Yeah, the voice module, and it gets the raspy voice. I thought it was kind of. I got a little upset, but I thought it was kind of funny that Sentinel Prime just makes fun of him. Like,
Yep.
oh, you sound ridiculous.
Yeah. I like how they get the joke of Bumblebee being mute. Like they covered his mouth so that he doesn't talk.
Why is he gagged? He wouldn't stop talking, especially when he was unconscious. Especially when he was unconscious. I told you he wasn't talking enough. Yeah. Yeah, if they do like a sequel to this, which they'll probably will, and call it Transformers 2, yeah, something tells me that we will get to see the origin of him actually getting his voice ripped out. Because, I mean, heck, you can kind of see why they rip out the voice, because talk, talk, talk. But then again, it's understandable because he's been down at a lower level of the mines, all by himself, just talking to Steve, and pretty much made up of robot junk. He creates his own friends, but then at the end he ends up stabbing them. Yeah,
I have knife hands. I have knife hands.
Yeah, and he's just going on about the knife hands, and then he accidentally stabs them in the head. No.
You serious?
Yeah, he accidentally stabs Steve in the head.
Oh god. You know, B127 used to be a good friend of mine until he went insane.
Yeah.
I stopped being friends with him.
I mean, I'm sure that's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, he's very crazy, to be honest with you. Last time I saw him, he was talking to Steve, and yeah,
I mean, heck, in this movie, B127 is actually crazy, especially when they try to broadcast all the things Sentinel Prime says. He just breaks into the room and just starts creating a mess. These are not the bad guys. Why did you cut the door down? That was like that.
That's how it's always been, yeah, right?
Yeah, right. Oh, and also, I do think it's interesting, and a lot of people did point out this detail when the Iacon 5000 race happens. The one Autobot at the very top is Mirage, staying in first place, which I actually
he has a toy for Transformers 1, so
yeah, and I thought that was actually pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of depicting Mirage as the fastest character in the race.
And even Cliff Jumper was there. So
yeah, Cliff Jump. Yeah, there was a lot of characters. Even Silverbolt was in there.
Oh yeah, Silverbolt.
Let me see if I could find that.
I was gonna ask, did they even add Cosmos in there? Probably not.
No, there were no Cosmos in that.
No, I don't think Cosmos was in the movie, but
maybe he was. Maybe
he was.
It might be in the background somewhere, or a blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah, that.
But other than that, I did not see Cosmos in this.
Ooh, I want Cosmos.
Hey, at least we're getting a reissue of the figure for this year, which I'm
yes.
True.
PulseCon 2024 reveals.
I'm thinking about pre-ordering the G2 Breakdown, which I try to find G2 Dead End, but they don't have it.
I already pre-ordered Cosmos and Ramjet and Breakdown. So, I mean, Cosmos and Ramjet were my main priority because I did not want to miss out on those.
Legacy United Wave 5 is a bunch of reissues, barely any new stuff. The only figure I'm going to buy from Wave 5 of Legacy United is Armada Wheeljack. That's the only thing that speaks to me.
That was Wave 4.
As far as Galaxy Shuttle and Overcharge goes, I don't know. I mean, Overcharge, I really don't care about Overcharge. He's just a repaint of Blitzwing, and I already have Blitzwing. And same thing with Galaxy Shuttle. He's a repaint, slight remold of Astral Train, but I don't know if I actually want to get Galaxy Shuttle, so I'm not sure. But
I
the
do.
studio series surprised me with that Sentinel Prime reveal, and I'm like,
Oh yeah,
ooh.
It looks good, but there's one thing that's actually bugs me a lot.
yeah,
that
and
Voyager class studio series Sentinel Prime. Woo-hoo. He has 3 modes. He has an attack mode. He has the regular robot mode. He has the jet mode. Yeah, that's totally worth being a Voyager. Mhm.
yeah. Sent. I actually enjoyed Sentinel's character, even though he was a bad guy. Like, oof. Like even seeing him tower over D16 whenever he gets
Hmm.
the transformation cog. Like at first, I was kind of skeptical on the whole Voyager class thing, but then again, seeing how big he is compared to D16, even when he has the transformation cog, it makes sense. So
Yep, makes sense. It makes sense. And I like how Orion Pax set the traditional Transformer rollout line before he became Optimus Prime himself.
yeah, and especially seeing the G1 reference, the Transformers G1 reference, whenever he jumps into the air and aims the blaster briefly.
Oh yeah, that
That was
one.
beautiful.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And when he got his axe, everybody screamed in the cinemas. Like,
I thought it was interesting that the axe had a little bit of an ability whenever it actually shoots like some kind of waves or something like that, or
yeah,
flaming.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely. I mean, it was cool. I like it. I dig it. Yeah.
I'm curious. Is there any issues or whatever you might have with the movie, or minor complaints or whatever that stick out to you personally?
For me, I'd say, well, I did actually review the movie on my channel. I did post it. I did say that I was going to talk about what worked and what did not work, but I did say I don't think there was anything that did not work. I don't think I have an issue with the movie. I never had any negatives to talk about it. I basically gave, everything was a perfect score. Like the comedy, 10 out of 10. Action is 10 out of 10. Designs are 10 out of 10. The animation, 10 out of 10. No animated, no technical errors or whatever.
Yeah,
The story, the plot was smooth. I literally have no complaints with the movie whatsoever. I mean, maybe they could have fleshed out the miners a little bit more. They could have told us more on their backstory, but it's not about the miners. This movie is it's not about the miners. It's about Prime and Megatron's origin story. Is how the war started. Like, why did the war start? So
yeah. To be honest, seeing what D16 goes through, and
mm,
I honestly, it almost kind of gets to a point where I kind of rather side with him. Like he was humiliated. He looked up to Sentinel, even whenever Sentinel rips off Megatronus's little face Decepticon logo and puts it on his chest and just grinds carves a Decepticon logo into his chest with a rod or something like that. Like,
Ew.
yeah, like honestly, it gets to a point you feel bad for him. He was humiliated. He looked up to him. Sentinel killed his hero, which was Megatronus, his favorite Prime,
mm,
and Sentinel stole Megatronus's transformation cog. Like,
yeah, that was cold. Really cold.
I mean, like I said, I think this version of Sentinel is colder than the Dark of the Moon one. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Mhm.
After hearing that, I was like, God fucking damn, you can't do that to Megatronus. He's badass.
I mean,
Yeah.
Sentinel Prime literally confirms that he was the best Prime, the coolest Prime.
Mhm.
Wow, he's a bitch.
I mean, I'll say this. Even looking at Megatronus, it definitely does give me some Tarn vibes, especially with the Decepticon logo face. But then,
Usually Megatronus doesn't have that. Only
Yeah.
Tarn has it. But I kind of like that.
yeah, I
for
guess
Megatron.
it's pretty. Hey, given references like, hey, this is a reference to Tarn, the Sentinel Prime's blade being a reference to Dark of the Moon, and him getting torn in half being a reference to 2007. What happened? To us.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, I do like that Orion in this is obsessed with records. Like that was a nice touch right there because we all know Orion Pax is obsessed with like records and history, and yeah, that I like that they give a reference to that.
Mm. Mm.
Ah, God damn it.
So,
And-
who else do you think will get a Studio Series figure for Transformers One?
Hey, I'll say this: Arachnid definitely look. I'm not a fan. I like Arachnid in this. I'm not a fan of her in Transformers Prime, but I thought Arachnid's abilities were crazy, especially that one part whenever Orion is punching her and the head turns the other way and the back of the head opens and you see all these other eyes.
Yep, that was
Yeah,
creepy.
Yeah, and she has that line saying, "I see everything in every direction."
Yeah, it was creepy. It was absolutely
Yeah,
creepy.
she was definitely creepy in
Damn.
this. I liked her
But-
alt form being like a drone or something like that, or a type of
A
a
helicopter.
helicopter drone.
She was like a helicopter drone thing, but her
Yeah.
toy, her one-step changer toy is more of a spider-looking toy.
Maybe she did turn into a spider briefly in the background, but she did have like spider abilities.
Yeah, she did. That's why her name is Arachnid. So
Yeah, like I said, this movie's gonna need a lot of rewatches to catch all the details and characters in the background and all that. So there might be things we did miss. That's all I can say.
mhm. I do hope Arachnid gets a Studio Series figure. Like, I really want a proper figure of her, like her original toy from Transformers Prime. That ain't good.
Nah,
No good.
I would like a
Yeah.
Starscream for Studio Series, and you know we're getting plenty of repaints. We all know Hasbro, the repaint.
Yes, yes. Once they do a Starscream, oh, you better know that. Yeah, you know it. You know it. A lot of Seekers in the movie, like Skywarp was there, Thundercracker was there, Slipstream was there. Like, that's a lot of Seekers.
I'll say this: I was a little skeptical when they cast Steve Buscemi as Starscream, but hearing the voice, mwah, he did
It's
good.
not Steve Bloom. It is not Steve Bloom. It's another Steve.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Not Steve Bloom, but Steve Buscemi.
But at least Steve Bloom returned for Earthspark, you know.
Yeah, I did enjoy that about Earthspark. But yeah, I actually enjoyed Starscream's voice, and I literally laughed in my head hearing Starscream, just like I said earlier, about Starscream wanting to get beat to death. I mean, we all know Starscream, he's scared. He doesn't want to get a beating, but
Mhm.
I just think it's funny. This is the first time Starscream is asking to get punched or to get beat to death.
Is the start of Megatron just torturing Starscream.
Yeah, and I do find it interesting that the Starscream and Shockwave and Soundwave and all the Seekers are actually deemed the Decepticon High Command. I think that High Guard. Excuse me, the Decepticon High Guard. They were once loyal to Sentinel until they find out the truth, and pretty much Starscream led a rebellion against Sentinel, and
Yeah.
he wants to expose Sentinel much as he can, and I do like that.
Yeah, I like how the High Guard, they were at least good peoples with Orion Pax and Elita One. You know, they worked together to go against Sentinel Prime. And what's interesting is that the High Guard, Sentinel Prime never stole their T-Cogs.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess pretty much the High Guard was in his good graces, kind of like pretty much the military group. Because I mean, you do see like Viacons are loyal to Sentinel. So, and I do think it's funny whenever Orion wants to put together an army. I think it's funny that Soundwave and Shockwave don't want to follow, but before all this, you get to see whenever Shockwave is arguing with Orion, Alita just punches him in the one eye he has, and whenever Orion is giving this big speech, I thought it was funny. It made my girlfriend laugh as well. I thought it was funny. Shockwave just says, "Why should we follow you?" And you see Alita just go, "We will follow you." Like he was like, "Oh no, I don't want to get punched again." Yeah, we'll follow you. That was actually funny.
It was hilarious. That was funny. Yeah.
And for those who don't know, the actor who plays Soundwave in this did play Soundwave in the Bumblebee movie, which I thought was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and honestly, that tells me, okay, this could be connected to the Nightverse.
I mean, heck, there's plenty of Easter eggs and references, like Ironhide. I don't think we get. I think we might have saw Ratchet's design. Like I said, I said it before, and I'll say it again. This movie needs a lot of rewatches. But seeing Ironhide's design, Soundwave turn into that weird-looking tank spaceship thingy. I mean, heck, look at the Studio series and compare. Like I said, that's easily a reference. And I mean, even though we only have a Studio series Bumblebee movie Megatron as concept art, I mean, who knows what the final design would have actually been. So, since we don't see Megatron in the Bumblebee movie, who knows what his design? Yeah,
I think Megatron is probably in Cybertron somewhere. You know.
Yeah,
he probably ordered his troops to go against the Autobots before, you know.
Yeah, they left Cybertron.
Optimus. Yeah.
All I'm going to say is this: I'm definitely looking forward to if this film does get a sequel, which this film is getting good reviews, so it's more than likely we will get it. A lot of people have been speculating that the next film could be about the Quintessons, since Prime is sending a message to the Quintessons, and then if they did a third film, they could, or they could somehow squeeze it in when they're fighting the Quintessons, the beginning of the war, because we pretty much have the beginning of the war, then there will be the war, and then the fall of Cybertron. So yeah, Transformers 1 is pretty much the beginning of everything. Then if they're able to squeeze the whole Quintesson thing in the next film, it could be pretty much the war for Cybertron, and the third film, fall of Cybertron. But considering they call this film Transformers 1, they'll probably call it like Transformers 2 and 3.
It'd be very confusing because Revenge of the Fallen is already Transformers 2. So
yeah.
But I think they called this movie Transformers 1 because of the idea of we stand together as one, you know, not the till all are one thing, but it's Optimus Prime's line in the movie itself, we stand together as one. I think that's why they called it Transformers 1, you know, to get that idea. Yeah.
I do think it was interesting, like I said earlier, about the Matrix being the one thing that actually keeps Energon flowing through Cybertron. That's pretty much a new thing right there.
Yep.
And this film is just good. Like, it's that good. I wouldn't say it's exactly for kids, but then again, it gets dark really fast. Like, yeah, I'll say that seeing the D16 tear Sentinel in half, I'm sure that's good enough that it'd traumatize a little kid. Like, it's graphic. Yeah. That's all I could say.
Yeah. Yay, Transformers 1. Oh shit, it's too graphic. I'm not.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, I
No,
really enjoyed this film. Yeah, I enjoyed this film quite a lot.
I enjoy. I'll say this. At first, whenever from the trailers, hearing Chris Hemsworth as Orion, aka Optimus Prime, and Brian Tyree Henry as D16, aka Megatron, I was a little skeptical about the voice acting at first, but after watching the film, they did really good, especially whenever D16 becomes Megatron. It's literally good. I actually enjoyed the final fight between the two.
Yeah, yeah, definitely a good final fight between the two arch enemies, and the how their voices change. Like even though they're still same voice actors, their voices change to their respective characters, like Optimus Prime and Megatron. Like it's not like how they did it for their Orion packs and D16 characters. Like when D16 becomes Megatron, you can see his voice getting more
Deeper.
Megatron like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and same thing with Orion packs. Like when he becomes Optimus Prime, you can hear a little bit of Peter Cullen influence in there.
Yeah.
Like you. And then when Chris Hemsworth said that he was getting lessons from Peter Cullen to voice Optimus Prime, he ain't lying. He wasn't lying. Like you could literally hear that Peter Cullen influence,
Yeah.
and I like that. I like that very much.
One of my favorite parts about the final battle is whenever Megatron and Prime are fighting, I thought it was cool whenever Megatron at one point switches to tank mode, Orion just grabs the tank turret, rips it off, and then just smacks him with it. And then somehow it manages to get onto Megatron's back and he uses the full turret to blast him in robot mode.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought that was interesting. Yeah. That was
I mean,
pretty
heck, they literally take the whole transformation thing seriously, like using their body parts to transform. Like, especially like when Prime and Megatron are fighting, you get to see Prime literally transform his legs into the tires,
Oh
or
yeah.
tires
Yeah.
on the back of the legs.
Yeah. It's Transformers, so they have to use every bit of their body to fight. So
Yeah, and I do love the 3-barreled fusion cannon, but seeing how it got destroyed and it gets to a point you see the iconic fusion cannon whenever Prime just slices it in half, and now he has to use the 1-barrel one. That was actually pretty cool.
and that makes the Studio Series 1 make more sense.
Yeah. Because I mean, by the end, whenever you see all the Decepticons branding themselves with the Decepticon logo, you actually see them with the single barrel cannon, fusion cannon.
Yeah. And I'm fine with that. You know, I feel like the triple barreled is a bit overpowered.
I mean, it definitely was pretty overpowered, especially seeing them annihilating pretty much
I mean,
almost.
I like the triple barrel cannon. You know, I personally dig the triple barrel cannon, but
It definitely suited his character, but then again, they had to get rid of him.
it's too overpowering. Like it's too overpowering, too much power. But
No, seeing Orion I definitely like how they stayed true to G1, but because in G1, whenever Megatron shoots Orion, it just leaves pretty much an injury on him. But seeing them kind of change that up and him losing almost his entire upper torso by his arm. Yeah. And also, I guess you could say that's also another Dark of the Moon reference whenever Prime loses an arm. So, but no, like seeing how graphic it was, like the wires hanging out and half of the face is charred. Yeah, that shows that Megatron's arsenal isn't nothing to be played with whenever he charged up that fusion cannon.
well, of course, with every Transformers movie, you gotta have our Optimus Prime speaking some speech. You know. At the
Yeah.
end. I like how he introduced the Autobots. You know that we Autobots will be there waiting. I will be waiting.
Yeah, and I like that message is for the Quintessons as well.
Mhm.
And I'm sure a lot of people thought this, but whenever Jazz at the beginning of the movie, when the minds are going crazy, I'm actually curious. I'll be shocked if there was actually a couple of people in the theater that thought, "Oh my God, Jazz is going to die again."
Mhm. I'm glad he didn't die. I'm glad Orion Pax actually saved him.
The actor who played Jazz did pretty good, even though he didn't have much speaking lines. He actually did pretty good as Jazz.
Yeah, he did. And then when Jazz got his key cog, he got his transformation cog, he got door wings.
Yes, and
He got
yeah,
door
you G1 accurate. Yeah, like
wings. Actually, in G1, he did not have door wings to begin with.
yeah, that's true. And all
Yeah.
I believe he was more silver than he was white. So
Mm,
I guess
Yeah.
another 2007 reference, but eh.
Mm.
Like I said, there's references from like either, like I said, Transformers, Cybertron to the live action films. So no, I do think it was pretty cool to see Primus in this.
Yeah, I was not expecting to see that. Like, okay, so they're establishing the whole Primus being Cybertron thing. Okay, cool.
I'll be
They showed,
shocked.
yeah, they showed his transformation also. Like,
Yeah, I'll be shocked if somehow they bring that into the future films if Unicron comes into play somehow. They actually
ooh, yeah,
That'd actually be cool to because I mean that's something we never got to see before. Primus versus Unicron. That'd be some extra.
Yeah, we need a Primus versus Unicron battle. Like, we need that to happen in the shows or in the movies. Like, come on, we already have Unicron and Rise of the Beast, but can we have Primus in the movies? Like, I'm glad that we got to see Primus being Cybertron and all that in Transformers One, but I really hope we get to see Primus in this trilogy films. Like if they can't beat the Quintessons, who else are they gonna bring? They gotta bring in Primus to help. So
Yeah.
because
And
who knows? Maybe the Quintessons will create Unicron. Maybe that's Unicron's new origin. Maybe he'll be created by the Quintessons. I don't know.
I mean they pretty much gave at this point it doesn't surprise me. I mean heck they gave Megatronus a new origin story instead of him being the bad guy. So
Yeah, I'm actually glad they changed it. He doesn't need to be the bad guy like all the time. And seeing that Megatron is already dead, and that already confirms not connected to the Bayverse at all, because
yeah.
Megatronus, aka the Fallen, he's alive in Revenge of the Fallen, and he
I
only
would love
died at the end. So
I'm just gonna say I would love to see Lorenzo try to connect this, and there's gonna be people, what about the Fallen, aka Megatronus? What about this and that? Like Sentinel's dead. Like, are you gonna somehow explain that he comes back in Prime and Sentinel are all cool again? Like, nah.
I don't know. I mean, hey,
But not this. I'm glad this movie's getting good reviews and all that, especially since a lot of people were asking for a Cybertron origin story and no more humans, which is definitely something that people wanted. So,
Mm. But yeah, I think this movie will set a new standard for the live action movies. Seeing how the Babers was completely flawed, like especially the last night, like that movie was no, no.
yeah,
But I really hope if they do a sequel to Rise of the Beast at some point in the future, and I think they will. I hope they can improve in their writing and include all the scenes that they plan to film, not simply cut scenes that don't work with other people. So
I enjoyed Rise of the Beast for what it was, but it did feel short in some areas. I mean, you could definitely tell they cut out a lot, especially Especially the part whenever Prime ram Scourge into the wall. We saw that behind. Yeah, they
That would have been
definitely.
awesome. Yeah, that would have been awesome to see. They cut that out for some reason. I don't know why. They also cut out Rhinox's only line in the movie. I'm like,
Yeah. Do you believe that
but
this movie?
this movie deserves its own universe. Also, how is everyone doing? Yeah, I think this definitely deserves its own universe, but it could be in the Nightverse continuity. Who knows? I mean, I'm not sure, but hey, um, so
Yo, Andy, if you'd like to join in and be a part of the conversation, you're more than welcome to. I'm putting the link in the chat again. I mean, if they were to do this film as its own separate thing, that'd be interesting.
yep.
I wouldn't mind that, to be completely honest. But of course, they would have to do it right, though. But I'll say this: Scarlett Johansson voicing Alita was actually pretty good, and I'm glad that they didn't lean towards the whole Orion and Alita being like lovers or something like that.
Yeah. They're
All
they're
right.
just two partners. Yeah, they're just partners with each other. They're not like boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's definitely a change from the G1.
Although I saw how Alita was kind of sad when she saw Orion Pax fall to his death.
Yeah, I'm sure they hinted
They
a
kinda
little bit
hinted
towards.
yeah, with their relationship and everything. And then how Optimus gave her a promotion, like
Yeah, that was
uh,
actually interesting.
yeah, I mean, considering that Optimus is now the leader of the Autobots, and he's gonna be better than Sentinel Prime because he has the Matrix. He earns it. He deserved it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, and I
and
like that.
I like how he said to B that he's not allowed to be on sub-level 50 anymore. Like he's going to need B on his side, like almost every step of the way. So
Yeah, that was actually nice. And yet Bumblebee does go back to sub level 15 and accidentally kills his imaginary friends by stabbing. Look, I got knife hands. Wah! And yeah, he just activates.
like
No!
no, Steve. That was hilarious. Yeah. I would, but I have to shower though. Andy says that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Shower. That's
Yeah,
okay.
and whenever I like that on the credit scene, whenever after Orion banishes Megatron and the Decepticon High Guard to the surface and to never return back to Iacon, I like that at the end, whenever they're all branding themselves, he declares all the Decepticons to rise up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Ooh, Silver Bolt.
I actually have two of them.
Was that an accident?
No, I have the original.
Oh, okay.
I have the original and the new one. So.
Is that the OG one from way back in the day, or?
Yeah, this is the OG one. This is the OG figure with all the gimmicks.
There's hardly almost any differences. They definitely borrowed aspects to make that one.
Yeah, I prefer this one overall, but this one is no slouch. It still holds up. So,
Yo,
But
Ruben,
yeah.
you there?
Ruben's still there? Ruben, you're muted.
I guess he's doing something. I'm curious. Did you get any of the mainline figures, or are those ones that you plan on passing on?
I plan on not getting the mainline stuff. I'm only gonna focus on the Studio Series line for Transformers One, just like how I did with Rise of the Beast. I just don't want to double dip.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I can hardly wait to see how they do Alpha Trion.
Oh yes, I'd like to see a Studio Series Transformers One Alpha Trion. That'll be like my first Studio Series Alpha Trion figure. And that'll be
Yeah.
my third Alpha Trion figure because I never got the Legacy Alpha Trion figure. So
I wanted to get that figure, but I missed out on it. 'Cause I
although I do know that Alpha Trion is coming out next year in the new Age of the Primes line.
yeah.
So I will get that version. So definitely get that version because
Speaking
we
of
need
just
more
speaking of the new Transformers line, I'm actually excited to get the Megatronus. Is in that line, especially since they showed which one that they're going to be releasing by showing a photo of them. Or
yeah,
of
the Dreamwave Comics version. So
that thing better come with flames, especially since that thing is listed as a leader class. Just adding flame.
although I kind of wish that they chose the Prime Wars trilogy version. You know, the Machinima cartoon
Yeah.
version.
Yeah, that
And maybe if they are brave enough, Studio Series Gamer Edition Forged to Fight Megatronus.
yeah.
I don't know.
But
I
Ruben,
don't know
you good?
what would happen.
I was asking earlier if you were good because I know you were muted. I didn't know if your mom.
Yeah, my mom wants some help. In other words, come here, you little shit. I'm going to buy you today.
Yeah, I'm gonna lower down your. There we go. By the way, did you unbox the Vector Prime for me or not?
Oh no, yeah, that was.
Oh
Not good.
no.
Ruben, turn on the camera.
Oh, JJ, I'm sorry. He blackmailed me. I had no other options.
No, I did not.
Yes, he did. I was going to get myself magnets, but yes, he told me, get this or you will never see your Lego shit again.
No. Oh, come on, Ruben. Seriously,
Blame
Ruben.
him, right? Blame him. I'm already pissed.
Oh, come on. You get Vector Prime now.
You can't find that figure where you live,
I mean, I can't find it, but I just haven't.
or
placed
are you
it
like
yet.
having difficulties or whatever?
I mean, just haven't purchased it yet. So
Yeah.
If I still have my PayPal, JJ,
But,
I will help you.
I come bearing sad news with a couple Legacy figures that was supposed to be released in the Legacy United line, but then they got canceled.
What's up? By all means, share.
Core Class Maximal Dinobot was canceled, and
Fuck!
G1 Sure Shot was canceled.
Shit! No!
As much as I really wanted that Sure Shot figure, like I really wanted that figure, supposedly no, he got replaced by Origin Movie. How dare they? How dare they? How dare they? But you know what? I'm not even gonna be worried because you see with Gears, he also got canceled in Kingdom, but he eventually got a figure in Legacy
Oh.
United.
That reminds me, for those who are curious, I'm kind of shocked about this. And Ruben, I know you asked me a couple of days ago who made second and third place in the United line. First, I actually like that Magmatron made first place. Personally, I thought that title belonged to Tidal Wave, but Magmatron was actually a good selection. And also for last year, for Legacy Evolution, the Commander class won that voting for the Armada Prime. But anyway, so first place was Magmatron, second place was Animated Prime, and third place was Gears.
Oh,
So those were the places and for Legacy United. So yeah, Magmatron won the figure of the year, followed by Animated Voyager Prime and Gears.
wow.
The deluxe class, for those who are confused.
Wow.
I voted Magnus.
I thought it was Nucleus that you voted for.
Oh yeah, I did. My brain I'm just remembering that figure that I still fucking want to get. No, my brain just deep fried at the moment because right now it's like
I'm gonna go
it
in.
used to be hot right now, but now it's at 85 Fahrenheit. Oh shit!
Wow.
I'm gonna.
I was planning to do a video, but my mom's keep interrupting me. I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna do the video.
I'm gonna say this. before I talk about this figure, I like that in the live stream they said that they're going to continue using this mold like 50 more times or 20 more times. So they basically hinted that they're going to be using this more. But definitely a good. I will say this. I like that it has the baton, but I do think it's kind of cringe that they replaced the Minicon and they gave him the Sideswipe G1 weapon. I mean, heck, the Shattered Glass one comes with the Minicon, but yet they replaced the Minicon with this.
It's just like Legacy Evolution Hotshot, the Armada Hotshot figure. He also did not have a Minicon with him. He only got a Minicon when he was re-released as the Powerlinks Hotshot. So, yeah. But I really hope they do something with the Minicons. Maybe core class releases, like individual core class releases, because I know John Warden did confirm that the designers did confirm that the core class line is not gonna go away forever. Like it'll still be around in 2025. So
yeah,
hopefully they do something. I really hope they do something. But I do like Armada Wheeljack. I like the colors. I like how he looks.
I'll say this: the black and gold mixing together is beautiful. Like you mix black and gold together, kind of like the Shattered Glass Bumblebee or Goldbug. Ooh.
Although this Armada Wheeljack would be my last time buying the Siege Sideswipe mold. There's just too many versions of this mold. Too many.
Yeah.
So I will definitely make an exception here for Armada Wheeljack. So
I am happy that they did somewhat confirm that they're going to try to complete the G2 stunt.
Yeah. I'm definitely happy with that as well. So,
I already have my pre-order in on this, so I'm actually excited to get my hands on this. And finally, thank you, Hasbro. Thank you for answering our prayers. We needed this. We needed
Cosmos is back. Yay! Cosmos is back. Although I already have him. So
yeah. I mean, I'll say this. I like that they confirmed that they did make a mistake, or they did admit they make a mistake on how they released this figure by having it like only 2 per case. So,
1 per case.
Yeah, 1 per case. Excuse me. So I'm glad that they're learning from their mistakes.
Mm-hmm. So thank you, Hasbro, for re-releasing Cosmos. Even though I already have him, it's nice for people to get him. So.
Yes.
Overcharges.
I mean, the deco looks cool, but it's a repaint of Blitzwing, and you know how I feel with repaints. So I'm not gonna get this one. So
yeah, that's understandable. I'll definitely get this one, especially since it is a Quintesson army drone.
Although he has the Decepticon symbols on him. So
yeah, I think there was a story that one of the drones did go rogue to become his own bot. So Galaxy Shuttle, I already have the original, but this one definitely needed a reissue because of since this was part of the last of the Velocitron line. But this is the only figure that managed to get out before the line was.
My country did not have this figure. Did not have Galaxy Shuttle at all. So seeing him being in this wave of Legacy United then makes me happy. But because if I really want to buy this figure, I can buy him. So yes,
but, the space jazz because of the head sculpt.
Mm-hmm. But his name is Galaxy Shuttle.
Yeah, and
Voyager class figures. Why is Origin B in the Voyager class side? He should be a deluxe class.
Wait, hold on. Let me. Oh shoot! I never noticed he was in the Voyager. All right, now I'm questioning things on that.
But he is.
I was like, what the fuck?
Hasbro did confirm he's a deluxe class. They just made a mistake there. So
Tarn,
but yeah, Tarn and Ramjet, nice to repack them, but I already have them, so
I'm actually happy they're reissuing the Seekers, and they kind of hinted that hold on. Hasbro, I want to say this. I'm happy you are finally getting your heads out of your ass because they did confirm that they're not going to make any more exclusive Seekers. So I hope in the future, if they do decide to reissue some Siege figures, please reissue Skywarp. So they did learn from the mistake on making the Dirge and Ramjet exclusive to Amazon. So, and now they're going to be fully mass retail figures. So we're not getting, thank you, Hasbro, no more exclusive Seekers. But we'll see about that. Who knows what will happen? And I will see what happens when they release Thrust.
I'm also kind of done with the Earthrise Seeker mold because, I already have like 7 versions of the mold, so I'm kind of done with that mold.
So I'm actually happy. I already have this figure pre-ordered instantly because, heck, this figure and Cosmos, in my opinion, are the rarest ones. So, but I'm glad their Origins Bumblebee. I don't know why they reissued this, but then again, some people missed out on it after getting Origins Wheeljack. But then again, in some places at the time where I used to live, my Target had, and I'm sure Ruben's as well, Bumblebee was pretty much shelf forming. So I don't know why this figure is getting reissued, but then again, I will rebuy it because I do not have the Energon rods anymore. And plus mine, like right here on these 2 panels here and the front, is yellowing very bad. So I might just get this. But this is a questionable reissue at the same time.
Yeah, I already have this one. I already own this one. Pretty much the majority of the wave I already own.
Yeah. And now let's look at this beautiful son of a mother.
Oh, yes. Look at that beautiful Sentinel Prime. Ooh, that beautiful jerk, as I call him. So,
look at the posing. Like even the battle mode is
battle
crazy.
mode is cool. I love the battle mode. Look at that. I love the battle mode.
I'll say this. Considering he's a triple changer and he has 3 modes, you're definitely getting your money's worth out of this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a Voyager class, so duh.
I mean, heck, at least it's a Voyager. You're getting your money's worth. And I can hardly wait to do photos with this. And especially adding blast effect thruster parts on the bottom of the feet.
Yes! I hope he's Boost compatible.
I really hope I know they did I'm going to have to rewatch the live stream to see if there's any ports, but this thing is going to be good doing photography work.
It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
I kind of wish that he had the double-bladed sword, but then again, these figures they only show these figures way before the movie releases, so maybe
if you have a Studio Series Dark Moon Sentinel Prime, you can just use
that. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, you could do that. Hey,
I like the posing. Yeah, I like looking at this thing, especially in this image, you could tell this figure is going to be very nice and posable.
Yep. Even though the wings are not screen accurate, they're not the Death Saurus type wings that he had in the movie, it still looks cool. He still looks good. Still looks great. He still looks pretty accurate for the most part.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, Sentinel Prime in the movie does have Death Saurus wings. I did see a lot of people complain about that because they were looking forward to customizing this figure into a Death Saurus, but work with what you got if you customize. Yeah. But
I mean, did we really see him transform in the movie? No.
I don't think so. Maybe if we missed it, but no, I don't think so whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't think we saw his alt mode. No. No, I don't recall. I don't really recall it. Where are the pictures of Studio Series Elita 1 and Bumblebee? Because we
let's see here. I don't know if it's all right. I'm gonna have to go.
No, it's not here. No.
Yeah.
Be down a bit more. Down.
Hang on, let me check the recap.
Panel recap. Maybe the panel recap has it.
Yeah.
Be down. Wait. There. There we go. And they look so much better in person.
I mean, look at Elita 1. She's shiny.
Look at Elita 1. She is beautiful. Look at Elita 1. The black really makes her, it looks cohesive. It looks good. It looks very accurate. Even B127 looks good. He actually looks.
I like that
so
he has.
better. Yeah.
I like that he has two knife hands and the cannons.
Unfortunately, you can't remove the knife hands from the cannons itself, so they're
Yeah.
kind of molded together. But it's nice, yes, both of them. But there we go. But this was a nice surprise, with the whole entire Legacy United Wave 5 and these Studio Series Transformers 1 reveals. None of them got leaked.
I mean, I'll say this. They definitely did good keeping their mouths shut on this one and keeping this close. It is kind of hard to tell if this thing will be Blast Effect compatible because, I mean, it is a little bit dark in the photo, especially where the thrusters are, but we'll have to see. But still, regardless, a good figure.
Yep. Looks great. looks freaking awesome.
I like
yes.
I like the battle mask, especially these pieces on the chest actually move out to the side.
Yeah, I can't wait to get this figure and mess with it a lot. But I wonder what they're gonna label him as. An Autobot, Decepticon? I don't know. He wasn't really an Autobot in the movie, so
I mean, to be honest, let's be honest, I don't think in the Studio Series they actually labeled the Optimus Prime as an Autobot, to be honest. I mean,
they did.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, heck,
did.
even though the Autobot faction was not seen, but you do get to see the logo at the very end whenever the title card comes up. So, and yes, I will definitely be pre-ordering all three of these on the day it's ready for pre-order. I'm not missing out on.
It's tomorrow. So
yes, I'm
and
not.
then the Age of the Primes logo. I feel like the Age of the Primes logo should have been different. Like, it looks too much like the Studio Series logo.
I mean, this could be a working prototype title, but we'll see what happens. But I do agree with you. And
Age of the Primes, yes. Yeah.
And I do think it's funny that their heads are kind of cutting off some of the words, and people are kind of making fun of it by G of the Primes.
Golfa Primes? No.
No, like the G and the O, F, and the. I guess you could still add the T there, like G of the Primes or G of he Primes or something. I guess.
Yeah. It's kind of it's funny. It's hilarious. But yeah.
Sentinel will be. Yeah.
Will be redone with Thunderwing. How do you know this?
Wouldn't impress me, and I'll be shocked if they also make a Darkwing figure. He was actually pretty funny.
Okay, Darkwing. I would love to see a Darkwing figure in Studio Series. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed Darkwing in that, especially he did not like the miners whatsoever.
No, I didn't really expect to see Darkwing, considering that he's only remembered as like a jet former from G1, where he combines with Dreadwind to form Dreadwing. So I'm glad to see Darkwing in Transformers 1. So I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Darkwing wasn't really a Decepticon in the movie, so
yeah. Oh, and that reminds me, the actor. Hold on, I don't know what I'm saying. The guy who did the Transformers Prime soundtrack. I'm not gonna lie, there are definitely soundtracks in this of Transformers Prime. You could literally,
I could hear it. I heard the motif. Bumblebee's death in Transformers Prime. I heard the motif there.
Yeah, it's when Orion is falling. There are definitely references of TFP in here.
I think I heard the motif when they were in the cave.
Yeah, the guy who did the soundtrack did do Transformers Prime.
Yeah, and there were references. I loved it.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. So yeah, that was actually pretty cool that they added that.
Wait a minute. I was like, wait a second. That sounds familiar. It's from Transformers Prime. Oh my gosh. Brian Tyler, you magical magician, you.
I mean, and also I do think it's funny that in the in my opinion, this was kind of a dick move, but then again, it was kind of a funny tease. I thought it was funny that whenever they were doing the Hasbro panel, they literally confirmed that they're going to show off Devastator, or I guess some of the members next month, but yet one of the guys comes out wearing a Devastator t-shirt. Like, why did you have to tease us like that? And they literally said that they were going to show it on that day, but they decided to move it until next month. But that's fine. I'm not missing out on the combiners though, especially since we already might not be able to complete one of the combiners by the end of next year. But I'll say this: since they confirmed
three combiner teams, damn, three combiner teams.
86 Devastator, Superion, and Bruticus.
Here, one single year, they're releasing 3 combiner teams.
Yeah, 86 Devastator and Superion for the new Generations Prime, and
you already know that Silverbolt will be one of the Commander class figures for the Generations side. The Studio Series Commander class is Hook and Long Haul. So
yeah, and also now we got confirmed. We were wondering what the whole swindle thing was about, but now that they confirmed Vortex, Bruticus, baby.
Oh yeah. I wasn't really pleased with Combiner Wars Bruticus because you know how, like, even though Brawl was a brand new mold, they still kind of dropped the ball on Brawl because if you look at his robot mode, look at it from the side of his robot mode, he got no belly, he got no stomach.
I mean, let's be honest, a lot of the Combiner Wars figures were absolutely crappy in proportion.
Like Menosaur was floppy, he was a floppy mess. Buran and Defensor, they were actually solid. They were actually pretty solid. Bruticus, he's meh. This is meh. But I'm glad that we're getting a new Superion next year and a new Devastator. I really hope he destroys the Combiner Wars Devastator that we had, and please let him be smaller.
Yeah. By the way, I'm curious. Did you ever get 86 Prime yet, or no?
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on.
I will get him soon, probably for Christmas. I don't know, or maybe when I hit 2,000 subs, then I'll get him.
That 86 Prime is definitely a masterpiece in disguise.
oh yeah. I mean, I actually held someone's copy in hand. I actually held it. It felt really good, but I was actually scared to transform it because the transformation was kind of complex a little bit because you see so many steps happening. But I think once I get my copy, I will, I'm definitely going to review it and gush over it because it's Optimus Prime. So, yeah.
How's that copy of Vector Prime? Did I luck out?
Well, one of the swivels on the wings was loose as shit.
Yeah, that's understandable because of the material it's also made out of.
Yeah. Plus, for some reason, this little tab doesn't want to connect it in, and the little tiny hooks, the blue hooks, we can barely see it, won't even connect to this piece right here.
Make sure you watch plenty of reviews.
I'm about to do that after this.
Well, what do you think?
Watch Him Goes review. I think you'll show it off perfectly. Yeah.
It looks good, to be honest with you. Like, for my opinion, I wish I could paint the wings in this color like the head. Like, in my opinion, if I own this figure.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually like that they did the pink color, like the animation model. That actually, I am a little disappointed on how they made that figure a G-Axis remold. But then again, it's still a good figure. I kind of wish he got his own mold, or maybe as a leader class. But still, they did good on the figure.
Yep, they definitely did. I mean, it's a nice retool of Jax's. You know?
Yeah,
it's a fine.
I'll be shocked if they actually do another Vector Prime for the new line,
or do a Studio Series Transformers 1 Vector Prime.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, like I said, whenever Alpha Trion starts telling the story and you see all the primes, you might be able to see them. Because I don't think, hopefully, you won't be able to miss that little thing in the chest and the shoulder pads and that head sculpt.
I'm definitely have to watch the movie. Yeah, because I might have missed that.
Yeah. I did enjoy Alpha Trion's character, but the way he got killed was just too brutal, especially since now you already know that Sentinel Primus does not like speeches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad that they killed him off. Like I said, personally, that was not really needed in the film. But then again, I'm sure they had to get the story moving somehow. So, I did enjoy his weird beast mode, and I like how whenever he begins to transform, I like that some of the Viacons say like "freeze, old man" or something like that, and then he's like old, and then after he takes them all out, he's like not bad for an old bot. Like I actually enjoyed that.
I'm back.
Welcome back, man. Yeah, like if I was able to find an image here, but I can't find one. But yeah, there was plenty of Easter eggs in the Iacon 5000 race. Whenever you see everyone racing, like you see characters from like either comics or really obscure characters just name dropped. And also, for those who are wondering, yes, you do get to see who wins the race. It's Chromia. And that's also something that my girlfriend laughed at a little, since you find out that it's a Fenbot that wins the race. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. Let me see. Oh, I do think it was interesting that when they get to the surface of Cybertron, I thought it was kind of interesting. They had like Transformer deer or something like that, or mechanical deers or something like that. That was actually interesting, or alien deers, whichever way you want to put it. Nah, out of all the characters, like out of the four main cast from Bumblebee, Optimus, Alita, and Megatron, I actually enjoyed Megatron's character on how he got to the point that and I'll say this, I think the one thing that literally set D16 on that path was not finding out about Sentinel, is one word that Orion said to him. It's whenever in Orion's words, he says, "Do not be like Sentinel." And the look on D16's face, like, oh no, you did not just go there. Yeah, I enjoyed the tragic backstory of how it gets to that point. And yeah, I've seen other reviews. It definitely got a lot of people emotional. Because yeah, ugh.
All right.
You got to figure it out, man.
No, I was getting coffee.
And, is that how you keep yourself up at night sometimes?
Maybe. I don't have a caffeine problem. You have a caffeine problem.
No, I don't. I'm good.
A liar.
Okay, maybe. But anyways, nah. Ooh, that's actually a nice mug.
I used to have a Dr. Seuss mug, but my mom was so drunk she broke it on purpose.
What was she using, the cup or something?
Yep. It was she was like drunk in the morning where her friend come by.
Ah,
It was
I thought-
actually it was a graduation gift from my first grade teacher.
ah.
Yeah.
But the characters I could honestly see them making for the studio series, since we got the 4 main cast in Sentinel Prime: Arachnid, Starscream, Shockwave, and Soundwave, and Darkwing is a good possibility since he got some really good screen time. Not much, but he got a good amount. And Alpha Trion's obvious. And if they were to do a Quintesson, it has to be a Voyager. I mean, not a Voyager, excuse me, a leader class, especially since Sentinel is a Voyager class. Look at the Quintesson in the movie for those who haven't seen it or has seen it. The Quintesson literally towers over Sentinel, even while he's floating. So honestly, I could see that being a leader class if they were to do a leader Quintesson.
I'd love to see that. I would love to see a Quintesson figure from Transformers 1 and Studio Series.
Yeah,
Right.
I would like to see even though we see a little bit of glimpse of
I know what it already looks
Megatron.
like. Like we already know what it looks like. Like we already know what it looks like for the mainline version, but man, a Studio Series version would holy.
Sheesh.
It'll be crazy. It'll be absolutely crazy.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Ruben?
I have no clue what I say. Magmatron. I was like, no, not Magmatron, you idiot. I was gonna say Megatronus. I hope we get a studio series and mainline version of Magmatron.
There you go again. You're saying Magmatron.
Oh, I fucking hate my life right now.
Also,
Megatronus.
they might
Megatron.
not do the 13 primes or the primes in the studio series. I mean, we're already getting the original 13 and Megatronus, aka the Fallen, in the new Generations Prime line.
Yeah, we are
So-
already getting those, but still would love for Studio Series to do Transformers 1, 13 primes. Like,
Yeah.
because if you want to do a Studio Series line for Transformers 1, you got to do all the characters from that movie. So
Yeah.
I'll be shocked if they add like Jazz or Ironhide in that.
like, of course, Arachnid is going to get a Studio Series figure at some point. All the Autobots from at the end of Transformers 1, all the High Guard, Decepticons, you know.
I mean, Starscream, I'll definitely be looking forward to. I would love to see how they do that design.
Mm.
Oh,
and
and
you
also,
know, Alita 1, you know, a lot of people thought that Alita 1 would be a retool of Bumblebee movie RC, and I'm glad that she's not, because she's a new mold, and seeing her as a new mold kind of helps her be more screen accurate to how she appeared in the movie. So if they had retooled the Bumblebee movie RC, then she wouldn't be accurate at all. So
yeah, personally, I was also one of those people that thought she would be a retool because of the same vehicle mode and all that, but I'm glad they didn't do that.
yeah.
And I definitely would love to see like I said, Soundwave and Shockwave. And also, no, for those who want to comment, no, we do not get to see any Recordicons. And yes, in the Skybound comic, Shockwave does call Soundwave's cassettes Recordicons, so I will be referring to them as that. No, we don't see them, but we do get a funny reference whenever they're in the train and all the Decepticon High Guard Seekers are in the compartments. Soundwave gives a command saying, "Decepticon High Guard, eject," and then they all start.
He didn't really say Decepticons. He said High Guard eject.
Yeah,
But they
so-
weren't. Yeah, they weren't Decepticons yet. They were only.
yeah,
they only
my
became
bad.
at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually a nice reference right there. Even though we don't get to see, I do like that reference.
You know what? What is kind of hilarious is that that the trailer showed the post-credit scene like quite like
Yeah, that was a big spoiler right
a
there.
big spoiler for the post-credit scene. And I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
is this for the main movie or is it for the post-credit scene? And then we watch the main movie. Oh, it's the post-credit scene. So the trailers kind of spoil it. Well.
Yeah. I mean, heck, even the trailers almost even some of the TV spots kind of gave away almost all of the Quintesson screen time that they had. So that, personally, if I was in charge, I wouldn't. If the Quintesson High Commander is going to be in the movie that long, I wouldn't have showed them in any of the trailers. Maybe the ship, but I would not show the character.
It's funny how the figure of Quintesson High Commander kind of transforms into that ship.
Yeah.
That he
Yeah,
had
that's
in the
something they can also do for the figure itself.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I think that's one of the only other prime changers I'll get. So for the
Yeah, and
was one
another reason why I got it is since this is now my first Quintesson, I also wanted the Energon cube. So
It's your first Quintesson? Bro, you don't have the Quintesson Judge and Elecon?
I do have the Alicon from the multi-pack. I used to have the Earthrise one, but not anymore. Someone yoinked that thing from me a couple years ago. Yo, what's up, Dragon Slayer? Been a long time. How you doing?
Hey, Dragon Slayer. Been a long time.
But like I said, I could unless they do this figure as a Voyager, whichever. But still, honestly, I think this figure deserves to be a leader. But if they did it as Voyager, I really hope they add a stand with the figure. That way, because I mean, the only time we got a flight stand is from the Revenge of the Fallen the Revenge of the Fallen satellite Soundwave. I'm doing great. Glad to hear you're doing all right yourself.
Yeah, I'm doing good too.
Shit.
Doing pretty good.
Nah, but
Yeah.
the voice acting was pretty good. I enjoyed the actor who played Starscream, especially Sentinel Prime.
John
And-
Hamm as Sentinel Prime.
Yeah, he actually did pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it. I like his voice. Really do.
Yeah, especially Jazz. Even before the movie came out, I like that the actor came forward and said, "Hey, I'm in the movie and I'm playing Jazz." Yeah, I'm glad Jazz was in the movie. And heck, even Cliff. I don't think we got to see him. Maybe we did, but since Cliff Jumper's name was mentioned in the Iacon race, at least he didn't die on screen. He was.
Yep.
I'm tired of seeing Cliff Jumper just get murdered. I mean, heck, even Legacy United kind of disrespected him a little bit by putting him up against 3 Decepticons that are clearly overpowered. I mean, Tarn.
Three evil robots against Cliff Jumper. Yeah, that.
That pack is not. Yeah, that battle.
That
no,
pack
Cliff
is
Jumper's not winning against. Cliff Jumper's not winning against Tarn.
Nope, he's not. Like,
I even thought it was funny on YouTube. That toy guy literally calls the pack. This is the Cliff Jumpers die 4-pack.
Yep.
Jesus.
And
yeah.
And out of all of the designs, I thought it would be for all the characters, but no, it's only for 2 characters specifically. Orion does get 3 forms. So does Megatron. You get from Orion the cog, and then he gets the transformation cog, and then he becomes Optimus Prime. So he gets 3 forms. Same for Megatron. Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I liked Megatron's final design. I like the cog list one. Whenever he gets his transformation cog, I'm on it. But whenever he gets that final form, I especially love the design of the bucket head.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Buckethead. Yep.
I should be able to find it.
It was nice. It was definitely. I really like the final design as well for.
I really loved his tank mode. That tank mode was actually pretty badass.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Studio Series 1 to release. I can't wait for that one to come out so I can get it. You go
I'm
with
glad
Prime.
I'm glad that figure is an A-level figure, since we all know
Not an
that.
A-level figure. Megatron is not an A-level figure. He's part of the main wave.
Oh yeah.
He's part of the final wave for this year's Studio Series art. But yeah.
Yeah, and I think it is a little bit frustrating, but cool at the same time. But I kind of wish that we could have Alita and Bumblebee and Sentinel sooner, but we have to wait until like spring or something like that of next year to get them.
Yeah, we have to wait until next year. But hey, I'm glad to wait. I'm glad they actually revealed those 3 already, and I think they'll only reveal the rest like later down the line, like somewhere in October or November or whatever. But I think next month they're gonna reveal a lot more stuff. So
I'm excited for some of the core class figures that should be the rest of the core class, or the concept art repaint for Rumble for the bowling movie.
calling him Frenzy, but I'm gonna call the Rit one Rumble. The one
Yeah,
is Frenzy. I'm like that, you know. I'm the Fitber kind of guy. So
yeah, I got. And I'm actually excited for Gamer Edition Ratchet. I have not canceled my pre-order on that, and God forbid I am not canceling my Legacy United Soundwave. I've been waiting to get my hands. I don't have my Netflix one anymore because mine yellowed extremely badly. But I'm glad I'm getting the figure again.
yeah, my one also yellow. So I don't know. Maybe that Soundwave is a maybe. It's a maybe. It's a maybe. But considering I already have a Netflix Soundwave, and then I know that Studio Series will do an 86 Soundwave at some point, I'm gonna wait out for that one instead.
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, because technically John Warden kind of confirmed the upcoming of 86 Soundwave and Shockwave, so I'm gonna wait out on those. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and I did enjoy the ending soundtrack for Transformers 1. I can't forget about that. I forgot the name of the singer, but yeah, I actually enjoyed the song.
yeah. A lot of people say the song is mid, but I actually like it. It's a nice rap. So.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the song at the end of Rise of the Beast. I mean, it was good, but hey, everyone has a different taste in music. But I like that. Yeah, I like the newer one for TF1.
What's it called? If I Fall.
Yeah. I mean, heck, it kind of suits because, I mean, on what happens to Orion Pax whenever D16 lets him go, he falls down to the core. Yeah.
Yep. Mm.
All right, let me do. Yeah, as I was saying, hold on, let me. Yeah, like I said, Megatron, aka D16, does get different parts, and I don't. And this is from the MLDLX figure, so these are non-transformable figures. These are pretty much posable action statue type action. But anyways, so
they look good.
Yeah, like this is. Yeah, I like the design, but this design, even though it's one step closer to the final design, I actually like what it fully looks like whenever yeah, here we go. I like this design, even how bulky the head gets, and that big double barrel or 3-barreled fusion cannon, excuse me. And I like the little minigun type thing right here. We do see him use that in the final battle.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, like look at that thing. You could tell that thing is overpowered. And yeah, like I said, Prime gets the axe and he just slices it clean in half.
It looks actually pretty good, to be honest with you.
It does.
You know what's kind of bullshit? It still pisses me off.
All
right, like we already seen like the Studio Series version of Optimus Prime, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand why they give it that color, like for the limbs and stuff. Like, it looked like it's yellow.
It's not bad in person, actually.
I know. Just my brain is like, no.
I mean, I really did not pay much of attention to like if the colors were like silver or gray. I really didn't. I was paying attention to like the action or the voice lining and all that. But and plus I do like the color of the axe. Like, yes, this is what the axe actually looks like. It's not fully blue. But I do like the way it looks in the.
It actually looks beautiful, to be honest with you.
Looks gorgeous.
If I get the Studio Series and the mainline version, I'm actually gonna do that, but I might need to ask my sister for help. Like, go back to that same color for that axe, please, if you want.
Yeah, and also, and even though these things right here are a bit out of my price range, I do plan on getting the yellow part figures, since I actually enjoyed those model kits. But even though the only ones I have is the Rise of the Beast Scourge and Primal, I'm still waiting on Mirage to
These
come
look
out.
really good. Yeah, these look really good. Oh, he has a triple barrel cannon. He has the triple barrel cannon.
The triple barrel cannon.
He has a triple barrel cannon. Look at that.
Yeah,
The
and
new item for Lethal Company. Megatron.
I like how he has
triple
two cannons. Like he has the small cannon on the left arm and he has the big cannon on the right arm. I like how he used both of them to shoot at Optimus. So
yeah, like
yeah, I think that's a really dope design of Megatron. I love it.
yeah,
I'm really glad that Transformers One actually gave us a good movie Megatron, because the Bayverse didn't really make Megatron like the main villain all the time, you know.
yeah,
cannon.
So I'm glad that this movie actually gave us a proper evil Megatron, you know, a proper Decepticon leader, you know.
The only thing I'm hoping for, since there are rumors, I'm taking it with a grain of salt, that the new Transformers live action movie, the sequel to Rise of the Beast, is in production. And I think it's scheduled to start filming very soon. But the only thing I'm hoping for is that we do get Megatron in this next film.
I really
'cause
hope. Yeah, I really hope, because if they want to do it as a reboot, you got to put Megatron in it. You know, we can't have the Megatron being frozen in ice. No, no, he has to be. He has to be not frozen in ice. But yeah, these look good. These, I think these are from 3-0, I guess.
yeah, they're pretty much like the smaller versions of 3-0 figures, pretty much MDLX figures. I guess yeah.
Yeah, they all look great. They all look fantastic.
I mean, if I was to get any of these, I like the Bumblebee, the Alita, obviously. Okay, the image isn't low, but
Show Bumblebee again. Go up. I want to see his weapons. Go. Show him with his weapons. Show the pose where he has his. Next, a bit more down, a bit more. Yeah.
Okay.
I got a stupid question.
What's your stupid question today?
All right. Wait. All right. Fuck. Like when Megatron transformed to its final form, right? Does this armor look like silver or like a different shade of gray?
Well, I'll say this. Whenever I saw the DLX or the yellow part figure, I did not like the yellow on it, and I figured, this might be accurate. But no, in the cog form, he's not fully shiny, but whenever he gets his cog for the first time, which this is what he looks like, because this isn't Megatron at first. This is still D16 with the kind of the old G1 type comic black head. But anyways, this is what he looks like. He becomes shiny silver. And whenever he does become Megatron, which is this, he's still shiny silver, even though his panels and his legs and his armor does get upgraded. He's still shiny silver.
Okay. Because when I saw the Studio Series version,
yeah, that was
coming out.
Yeah, I will admit that was a missed opportunity. They didn't paint it shiny silver, but then again, they have to they have to work with what they got on their budget. So
I'm gonna do it on my Megatron, but I hope we get a mainline version of Megatron like that than D16. That's what I want to see.
yeah,
I mean, they're probably gonna do it.
Yeah, I am planning to buy the.
It's going to be very
Like a
small
pretty
because
good
if you look at the mainline version of Optimus Prime or Orion Pax, he's smaller than the Studio Series version. So
Yeah.
yeah.
He's
That
small.
I'll admit that does bother me. I watched the one review of Transformers One Megatron and seeing him compared with the Optimus Prime and Megatron being slightly a tiny bit short threw me off, especially when you see them head to head. And Megatron is standing perfectly straight up whenever Optimus says you are banished. Like they are head to head. Like that literally bothered me a little on the figure. Let me see if I could pull up some these all right, here we go. Let me get rid of this. Pull this up. And I will be getting the cogless yellow part figures but for the cogged ones, here we have like
I'm looking at the comparison, the height comparison between Studio Series 1 Megatron and Studio Series 1 Optimus Prime. Megatron is actually slightly taller than Optimus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're actually eye to eye. I think they're actually eye to eye.
Yeah.
So that's good, at least.
Good news! I'm about to have my first yellow parts transformer thanks to the Mr. Starscream.
Thank you. And like I said, just bear with me because, like I said,
Yeah, I know.
I do have to pay off some of my figures, even my Earthrise Scorponok.
And my debt. Oh yeah, by the way, my sister texted back a couple hours ago. She said she still had them.
Yeah,
She's been still sick.
Yeah, it's all good. Tell her to take her time whenever she ships it
I
out.
know. But she says she's gonna pay with her own money since it's gonna take a long time since the woman's gonna.
Yeah, I got you. No worries. But yeah, I enjoyed the yellow part figures, and I'm actually interested in this Megatron figure here, even though it doesn't have like the triple barrel cannon or the head. I'm still getting the because I actually enjoy everything they've been putting out for yellow part. Plus, I am slowly getting into the model kit side of things, and for those, I was going to do a live stream building the thing, but for those who don't know, I did get the Transformers Bumblebee movie yellow part Optimus Prime. The big one, not the really big one that is like almost like a statue, but the smaller version. Not the Rise of the Beast one though, but all right. Let me see.
I also want to get some Japanese model kits.
See if I could find it. Hold on a minute.
So I could do a license to see how long I can withstand without losing my goddamn mind.
Okay.
And also the yellow part Bumblebee, the one you trying to get me, that's gonna be also a challenge. Let's see how long I can withstand without losing my fucking mind.
I'm just gonna send you videos since you're gonna be talking like that. I told you, not like these right here. Like these are like big model kits, but things like these guys right here, not the Prime and the Shockwave, but like these right here are like Bionicles. But yeah, this is the finally I found it. Yeah, this is the
Earth mode Optimus Prime.
Yeah, this is the one I ended up putting together. Yeah, that's how much it costed me, but
wow,
putting like all these tiny little parts on, like, oh my gosh, my fingers were sore as hell. Plus,
$139, and he has the Matrix leadership, even though the movie didn't really show that. So
yeah,
the movie never showed that he had a Matrix, but I'm pretty sure he has the Matrix. So.
Yeah, and the figure also comes with the Ion Blaster and an axe accessory. And I gotta say, this is the pose I have him in. Like, axe over the shoulder.
Ooh.
And blaster on the left side of the hand.
Yeah, and he does. I'm gonna say I think the biggest challenge for me was putting the fingers together because my fingers. I stayed up almost all night putting the thing together, and I finished the next morning. My fingers were sore as hell, especially putting the fingers together were painful. Like especially on how tiny they are, and yes, they actually move like how I'm moving my fingers. And I originally was gonna get the Shockwave here because it's the exact same size, but I'm probably gonna wait sometime next year before I even put something like this together. But besides that Optimus Prime, I have the Scourge here. This is the smaller one though, but yeah, I got the Scourge, the Optimus Primal, this one right here, and
Monkey.
but yeah, the rest of these I skipped out. But for like I said, you build these things like a. Oh, let me check the chat. Okay.
Like a Lego set, but different.
No, I said yeah.
About the Bionicles, which I still have mine, but I still need the parts for it.
Let me refresh this real quick.
JJ, I got a question.
Hmm?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Does your place have Rise of the Beast Scourge or nah?
Does my what? Sorry?
He's asking if you have a Studio Series Rise of the Beast Scourge at your stores or something like that.
Or not at the moment, just asking.
I think we kind of still do have him in stores, but I'm not sure.
Okay, I wish I had my PayPal pack. No thanks to
Because it's been a year since I got my Studio Series Rise to be Scourge, so.
But
here's the thing, I need that boy. I still love him.
But yeah, you have the cogless versions here, and they do come with accessories. Like you have the jetpack, the transformation cog, and interchangeable hands. Which
honestly, I don't think that Studio Series will do like the cogless designs in because they don't transform. So
so these are these are in a way your best bet. At least these make sense. So, yeah, you got your cogless ones. Same for D16 and Alita, and then you have the cogged ones, which I actually like these, especially the Prime comes with comes with the interchangeable hands and the blaster. Same for Bumblebee has I know he has the blaster. Let me see. He has
knife hands. He has the blaster. I think he has the battle mask.
Battle mask. You interchange that. And Alita. Hold on, let me.
Alita looks nice, to be honest with you.
Yeah, she has the blaster.
She's pretty nice.
I actually enjoyed her character. She was actually pretty badass.
People are complaining that Alita 1 is this. Johansson. You know what's funny? People complain that Alita 1 is this girl boss, but it's Alita 1. So what are you talking about?
I mean, she gets her promotion. So, I mean, heck, she wants a certain promotion, but yet she gets more than what she wanted.
Yeah, she became a commander, a second in command. Yeah.
But there's other stuff from like YOLO Part, and also before anyone gets on my ass, no, this is not sponsored, but anyways, but yeah, you got your G1 stuff from like Nemesis Prime or a repaint of Optimus Prime Starscream. I do want to get the G1 Megatron because I do like that, especially that all three of these actually have light up eyes, and then and also you have Ape Link, and also speaking of Ape Link, I'm actually excited for that figure.
There's metal 3D puzzles of these Transformers kits. Damn.
I want to get one of these, but then again, I'm not ready for those things yet. But yeah, those are actually pretty nice though.
They look they look good. They look nice. There we go. Shockwave looks nice.
Yeah, I mean, heck, Bumblebee movie studio series Shockwave is beautiful. I only have one minor complaint, but it's people already have this. I mean, it's the design and the figure. I think the figure would be better if it had an arm swivel. Like you could actually swivel it like this instead of just doing this.
Mm,
I
Yeah.
agree.
but he's
I
still a great
saw
figure.
mine, and it's still beautiful.
I
Still
mean,
love Super Series Voyager Class Shockwave. Still love
I
him.
mean, I did make a very bad joke out of this. I mean, yeah, like I'll pretend this is Shockwave. Yes, you cannot have him do a salute like this, but yet you could have him do this salute.
Yes.
Which, by the way,
Yeah,
we
I
do not
know.
condone that.
That's terrible, but still, yeah, you can only have him do that instead of doing that iconic salute that he always does. That's
Mhm. Yep.
I know one person who's gonna fucking love it. I know one person, and I swear to God, he's fucked up.
I mean,
Brian fucking Michael Hamby.
Oh
my goodness, man.
Oh, I swear to God.
But I'm curious. Would you say that Transformers One is exactly for kids, or eh?
I don't think it's made for kids.
No.
I mean, I thought it was funny that the first trailer definitely hinted that, oh yay, this is for kids.
Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, comedy is there. The comedy is there, but it's not a lot. You know, it's
I mean, heck, who wants to see Sentinel just get torn in half and you literally see the cords like it's like this?
yeah.
Like
And
you'll have to
Sentinel
pretend. You'll have to pretend
Yeah.
this is Megatron's head, but like you see a shot like this, and it's like you literally see the cables getting torn.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and seeing
Sentinel-
Orion get his arm blown
got-
off.
Sentinel, he even decapitated Alpha Trion. Well, we didn't see that happen. We didn't
But
see.
yeah, you know it happened in a bad.
But we
in a
saw it happen. He decapitated his head. So
I don't want to know what he did with the body, though. I don't want to freaking know.
I think the body just disappeared.
Waste
Like magic.
or waste management. Nah.
I don't know, because at the end, when Orion Pax became Optimus Prime, you see Alpha Trion spirit there.
Yeah.
So arise, Optimus Prime. So.
Yeah.
And I like how when Orion Pax became Optimus Prime, he has this battle mask, and that you can definitely tell, hey, that's Optimus Prime, with his battle mask, and he is so accustomed to his new body, like he knows what his new body does already, like with the flamethrowers. So
Yeah, and the axe. Like
Mm.
he looked at the axe for just a couple seconds and like, okay, I know how to use this. And yeah, especially shooting those like flame type things.
it's like Optimal Optimus, you know, when he gets his new body, he already knows how to use it. So
I'm a prime. Of course I know how to use my body when I get it. I don't need to learn. I already know how to use it.
Did anyone watch that Studio Trigger X Transformers special?
Yes.
40th anniversary
Yeah.
film?
Yes.
Yeah.
What I found very interesting was when Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal combined to form Optimal Optimus, and Beast Wars Megatron, the Transmetal 1 Megatron, and G1 Megatron, they combined to form Dragon
The
Megs.
dragon.
And
I thought it was interesting that at the end, whenever you see Megatron and Prime shake hands, it starts from the G1 and ends with Earthspark. I was like, huh? But it was interesting.
I like
And I
the
like-
animation style of the trigger version of
they
RID
don't have
characters.
they don't have all of the series inside because they only took ones that have like Japanese versions. And what was interesting was the appearance of Cyberverse Croatan. Like I
Yeah.
did not expect to see that Titan in there. I'm like, what? Croatan is in this? But oh my god.
Croatan figure when? or Titan class win.
And then seeing Trypticon and what was the other guy? Well, not Trypticon. What's his name? He looks like
Overlord? No.
Trypticon.
I have
He
no
looks like-
idea. I didn't know there was to be honest with you, I did not know there was another Trypticon look-alike. That's a different Titan.
I know it's not. I think it's Megastorm. Gigastorm.
Okay.
Gigastorm. Yeah. Gigastorm and Trypticon were in the same scene together. So
Almost
Well,
all of the almost all of the Titans were.
I like to see the Titans Return Trypticon figure being retooled as Gigastorm.
Oh my
I
god,
really hope in the
yes.
future. I really hope in the future we get a new Trypticon Titan class, because I mean, heck, they literally confirmed that. I mean, I doubt this at the same time, but they literally confirmed and said that, hey, we're never going to run out of Titan classes. I mean, if we're talking about repaints, then yeah, you'll never run out of Titans. But I mean, heck, do animated Omega Supreme.
Do the Maximal and Predacon ships as robot transformers like those?
Yeah, the
Create-
Axon in the dark side. Yeah, I would like. I'm still waiting for those.
Can we get? I'd love to see like the Armada Autobot spaceship turn into a robot, or they can do like a Titan class Star Trek collaborative crossover figure, like a Star Trek crossover Enterprise
Yeah,
ship.
I would actually like that, to be honest.
And and please someone make a Mega Maid from Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. I've seen that movie before since I was little, and I swear to God, it's so hilarious. Yet my brain is like,
Oh, and speaking of
What's so
crossovers,
funny what's funny about Spaceballs is that they actually put on the Transformers advertisement in the movie, and I'm like on the lunchbox, it's Optimus Prime on Cybertron, and I'm like,
oh shit, I got jump scared.
I do not need to be on a lunchbox.
I was like, hey, it's Optimus Prime, man. What are you doing? What's happening? And then the spaceship, the Spaceball spaceship, the evil spaceship, yeah, that's transformed to a Mega Maid.
Okay, I'm done.
Can we get a toy for that, please? Spaceballs.
And also,
X-
speaking of crossovers, I'm excited for that Agent Knight figure.
Oh,
I
yeah,
want
that.
that.
That looks really good. It's really big. It's a big toy. It's a really big
Mhm.
figure.
You know what's kind of bullshit, by the way?
Uh,
Well, some people get like copyrighted claim or copyrighted strike because of the quotes
Yeah,
from what kids
oh,
saying.
also that reminds me, since they could easily do a repaint of Agent Knight, since there's a bad guy version of the car. I never seen the series. I might watch it in the future because I'd like to get my history up on that. But I have seen that there is a different car of Kit, but it's a bad guy version, so they could easily do a repaint of that as a bad guy.
Mm.
Please do it.
And
I think they're going to use the this mold for the Agent Knight figure for other characters like the Omnibots.
yeah.
Hmm.
And also, I do like. I'm still waiting to get my hands on it. I don't want to pay full price, but I do plan on getting a party wall up in the future. I don't want to pay full price yet because I have seen people on Twitter that found it for right around $20, and I'm constantly waiting for Target to do that because I do want to pay full price, but $50 is even though you are getting like 5 figures in one.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then again, I know there's not that many. And also, I'm shocked that Party Wallop won crossover figure of the year or exclusive. So
Damn.
yeah, that I'm shocked about that.
Mm.
And I'm actually excited for the G.I. Joe Cup figure. So, but the only G.I. Joe figure I have is his tank Megatron.
Mm.
And there are rumors on this. I'm going to wait until there's actually more evidence, but there have been rumors that they could be doing a crossover Titan class for GI Joe. They could do a lot with that on which vehicle it could be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they can't run out of Titans, then yeah, a crossover Titan class figure would be interesting. But like I hope we get a new version of G1 Metroplex and Fortress Maximus. And I mean, heck, if they do Fortress Maximus, they could do the repaint for the Robots in Disguise or the Car Robots one as a Brave Maximus. I believe that's his name. Yeah, it's not 5 figures in one. It's yeah. But I'm actually enjoying what they're doing with the crossover figures. I look forward to what more figures they could do in the future.
Scooby-Doo van Transformer, please.
The Mystery Machine, yes.
I know a lot of people are wanting a Scooby-Doo Transformers Mystery Machine.
Power Rangers
Yes.
X crossover figures, please.
Yes.
Have the Zords be Autobots, and then they can combine into the Megazord form. So
Yes. Genius.
I want to see that happen, please. That needs to happen. Each
Oh,
Zord needs to have their own robot mode.
That would actually be pretty badass. And
Although
also,
some Zords already have their own robot modes, like the Dragon Zord, the Red Dragon Zord.
So I can
Or
answer
the-
that question for you.
hold on a minute, Ruben. That reminds me. Sometime at the first of this year, we had a Comic-Con over here, and me and my girlfriend were treated to a special guest that was going to be at the Comic-Con.
Oh, Austin St. John. Yes,
Fuck yeah.
I was proud of them for that.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. And I'm still sad that the Green Ranger is no longer here with us, especially since he did play a Transformer. He did play in the Prime Wars trilogy as
he played Emissary. That's right.
Yes.
Who is supposed to be Spike, but his name is Emissary. So
yeah.
Yes.
So in a way, he is part of the Transformers community.
yeah,
Or
Yes.
short-lived, but still. But
Yeah.
oh well, it is what it is, though. I mean, it's unfortunate.
And also, I do think it's really sad. The actor who plays G1 Grapple did pass away recently.
Ooh, no, that's unfortunate.
Who
Yeah.
was also the voice actor in Master Splendor from Ninja Turtles.
And also, let's not forget a big legendary actor who passed away recently. The actor who plays Mufasa in The Lion King and also Darth Vader.
You know, it was pretty nice that James Earl Jones actually returned as Mufasa in the Lion King 2019 film. It was his final role as Mufasa, and
Really?
yeah,
Shit, I didn't notice.
I'll
yeah,
say
because
this.
the Lion King prequel that's coming out in the future, Mufasa, it's going to be a love letter to James Earl Jones. You know, it's
I
gonna
will be
like that.
shocked since they started making that a long while ago. I'll be shocked if if there's like a future scene where you actually hear James Earl Jones as Mufasa. That will be very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm not big on some live action, the newer Disney stuff for live action, but I might just go watch the Mufasa movie as a love letter and a respect to
yeah,
him.
yeah. And I think when I watched the trailer from Mufasa, the facial expressions on the animals are actually better than the
I mean, heck, the people who made the Lion King movie also helped in Rise of the Beasts.
mm, mhm,
A little bit of that.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that was actually sad. I was just there minding my own business, and I was shocked to find out that he passed away.
And also,
Yeah, and you gave me a call about that.
Star Wars Rogue One was James Earl Jones' final Darth Vader role.
I think it was actually the Obi-Wan series also.
No, no. James Earl Jones didn't actually voice in Kenobi. It was actually an AI app that
Oh my
recreated.
god.
Bro,
So-
AI.
I'm literally no disrespect to AI, but I'm literally sick of AI stuff. Sometimes that crap scares the heck out of me.
AIs are good, but sometimes they could be a pain in the ass.
Yep.
I mean, don't use AI to write your movie scripts, and I'm sure we'll be good. But anyways, but yeah, that was actually sad as heck. And Ruben did bring this to my and some of my other buddies too. Like we're literally missing weight. There's too many iconic actors dying. I mean, heck, if you look at the some of the OG cast members for Star Wars, there's only 2 that are left.
Mm-hmm.
That is the actors who played Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, and Han Solo, Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it actually makes me nervous on which one's going to go. And something tells me since Harrison Ford is the oldest one, I'm getting a gut feeling it might end up being him, and that's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully, if I have enough money, which I do, but I am probably gonna get like I said, I'm probably gonna get myself a Star Wars Black Series Darth Vader figure to.
I should have made you get that figure while you were at
I know, but
I didn't
but
think of
maybe
it.
next Sunday.
So, yeah.
Mm.
Nah. Yeah. But yeah, I can. That really hurt.
Mhm.
Yeah. It did broke my heart after you letting me know. And
At first, I didn't know who the actor was. I did see a couple of. I did grow up with old school films like Yeah, I did. I grew up with a lot of old school movies and I quickly, instantly remembered who he played as. I didn't even know he played Darth Vader, to be honest with you. I was actually shocked.
I remember since I was a kid, me and my sister used to watch House MD. It's like a medical drama. He was in there.
Yeah. The first film I saw him in was Field of Dreams.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's a movie. Yeah, that was actually a good movie. But yeah, and I do know about his little medical thing on how whenever he became a mute at the age of
Mm.
8 or something like that, and he had to practice his voice and learn to speak again, and yet his condition actually gave him that iconic voice we know him at.
That lovely voice, like holy shit, that was like so fantastic.
Mhm.
I will say this: I'm glad, even though they did change some actors for a lot of live action Disney stuff, I'm glad they brought him back as Mufasa in the live action movie. That was a good respect right there.
Yes.
Yep. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm also happy that. Yeah.
I mean, they are bringing back a lot of iconic Disney actors who played certain characters, like Mufasa. Even the actor who plays Stitch in the old shows, he's
Oh
actually.
yeah, yeah.
I'm-
Stitch is coming soon, and his design actually looks so good. His
I
design looks good.
know.
Yeah, his design looks good. Thankfully, it's not the whole ugly Sonic turning into the proper.
Don't get me
animated-
started with the Minecraft, though.
I seen the Minecraft trailer, and I get the feeling a lot of Minecraft fans gonna hate it. To me, I was
Hey,
like,
In breaking news, people are hating it so bad right now. They hate the design.
well,
I mean-
and me and the other side. Well, that's not my problem, motherfuckers.
All Jack Black aside, actually, the designs of the Minecraft creatures, like the animals,
They are
the
good,
people,
though.
they
Yeah.
look good. Like the world of Minecraft looks good in terms of live action. So
Yeah,
it looks good.
that's. I like everything else, but mainly a lot of people are just complaining that it's humans in a Minecraft world. But I mean, hey, you gotta cut. I mean, this film is basically almost like a big, huge green screen movie. I mean, they are using a lot of.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right, man. Whoever's in the backstage, identify yourself in the private chat. because I call me crazy, but I don't recognize the name. Because usually I don't add people in. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna add you in.
Caden Smith.
Identify yourself.
It's me.
Oh, all right. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just me and my mom we watched Transformers 1 yesterday, and we liked it. We thought it was the best Transformers movie, and yeah.
Good. I'm glad you actually approve, because I know there's some things you don't approve of. So, but do you have any complaints or anything like that about the movie that you, or zero complaints?
Zero complaints.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. But yeah, like I was. There we go. But yeah, I'm glad you actually enjoyed the movie. I'm curious, what was your favorite scene in the movie?
Probably the final battle. I really do like it.
Yeah, definitely. That no, yeah, that final battle was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm curious, out of the whole main cast what was your favorite character out of all the characters in there?
B127.
I figured. Yeah, and so happens I'm transforming the mainline one right now. But I'm curious, is there anything you'd like to talk about the movie, Jaden?
I will say, after watching Transformers 1, I'm gonna be done with the franchise and fandom of Transformers. I just don't care anymore. So
May I ask, would you like to give a reason? Like, is it drama or something like that?
and I just don't care about the franchise anymore. I just don't think it's that good as it used to be. And yeah.
I mean, that's true. I mean, some people do feel that way, that Transformers isn't what it used to be. I mean, I can somewhat agree, but not fully. But that is understandable. I mean, I do want to say this, and I'm not gearing this towards anybody, and I have no reason to, but I will say this. This doesn't change how I feel about Transformers. I'm always going to like it. I do feel bad that, I mean, I can't look at like people who are fans of like Jurassic Park, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers. I don't know that much about that side of the fandom. I'm not in it, even though I like some stuff of like Jurassic Park and all that. But I feel like out of all the fandoms out there, Transformers is the most toxic fandom. But I do feel bad on that. But that it ain't gonna take me out of Transformers though. But then again, I do understand where you're coming from though. So I do respect that.
Oh, dude, trust me, Transformers is not like worst toxic. Can't even fucking compute the fucking words.
What, can you name another toxic fandom out there? Let's go.
Star Wars.
Oh, trust me, dude. I've been in the
Yeah,
internet.
hold on, stop, Ruben, stop. I do need that. Have you seen The Alkalite, JJ?
No, and I refuse to watch it.
Okay, thank you. Don't watch it. Yeah, that I will roast that. Like, yeah, Star Wars, it does have a big toxic fandom. Yeah, I did not like Alkalite whatsoever. I watched maybe at least a couple episodes. I could not.
I refused to watch Acolyte because the only live action Star Wars shows I have ever watched are just Kenobi and Ahsoka. Those are the ones I care about. The Mandalorian, not so much. I have never watched The Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, I actually like the Kenobi series and Mandalorian, but other than that, I can't. Like, the drama is just getting worse and worse. Like, ugh.
Like, I watched Ahsoka because I wanted to continue the Rebels story and see where Ezra Bridger is. I want to see him return, like, because he's a Jedi. So, I mean, come on, we need him back. So, we need him to start up the new Jedi Council. So I'm glad that he's still alive and he's still around, and apparently he's still around in the modern era, like
Yeah,
after Darth Vader died or something. So
yeah, yeah.
I'm glad that Ahsoka is still around also. Like,
I did watch the Ahsoka series. It's good for what it is. I actually, out of anything in the Ahsoka series, I actually enjoyed seeing Hayden Christensen come back as Anakin.
oh yes, that's right. Yeah.
That actually made me happy seeing him. I'm glad they did not recast him. I'm glad they're still keeping him around. Even Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan.
And then Liam Neeson also came back as Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, that made a lot of people happy right there, seeing him in the Obi-Wan series, especially me.
Yeah, him appearing as a Force Ghost, I thought that was really, really nice to see.
I mean, heck, it's rare that you see Liam Neeson nowadays in movies. So,
Mm-hmm. Well, he was Dark Man, so
yeah. I mean, heck, I know some people get frustrated at me for this, but part of me kind of wishes they did this, but then again, I'm happy with what we got in the Bayverse. I do kind of wish we did hear Liam Neeson play Optimus Prime since the face, and I like that some of the people behind the scenes said that Prime's movements and body language are based on Liam Neeson from like Taken, or for those who don't know, Taken is pretty much this whole thing of Liam Neeson playing a character and he needs to get his daughter back from people that kidnapped her or kidnaps his family. Like, imagine, but hey, I'm happy with what we got. But I mean, heck, if you look at Bayverse Prime's face, you could definitely see some Liam Neeson in there. Versus Rise of the Beast, you see more Peter Cullen in that face.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad with what we got though. But
But you can't replace Peter Cullen.
no, and I kind of hate that people were starting up rumors like this. A lot of people were rumoring that we were going to hear Peter Cullen play Optimus Prime as in Transformers 1, and only Chris Hemsworth was just going to play Orion. I hate that people started rumors like that, but I'm
actually fine with what we got with Transformers 1. You know,
Yes.
it's like the you can see the development of Chris Hemsworth's voice. Like you can the influence of Peter Cullen in that voice. So you can hear it. So Chris Hemsworth did a good job. So I applaud. I approve. So
also I do want to ask you, how do you feel about Sentinel's character versus the Dark of the Moon one? Caden, you there?
well, yeah.
Oh, me?
Yeah, I was asked, how do you feel about Sentinel's character in this versus Dark of the Moon? Even though they're both bad guys, I'm curious.
Good question. I like them both. I kind of like them both. I like the new takes on the character. Yeah.
I'm curious, was Sentinel's betrayal and all that in Transformers 1 like shocking, or is that something you pretty much expected? Because I know there's some people did not expect it at all.
Yeah, it was shocking. I was not expecting him to betray
The Primes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, I'm glad you actually enjoyed the movie, so I'm actually happy about that, because I know there's some Transformers stuff that you're not much of a big fan of. So I'm glad you got something that you can at least enjoy.
Yeah.
But yeah. But if I had to rate this movie, I mean, I'll say this. All movies are not perfect, but I am willing to go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10. But it's not perfect. I would give it a 9 out of 10, but I like the story. I love the tragic backstory between Megatron and D16. we did get something like that in the old G1, but after that, we never got anything like this again, even though it was hinted towards.
We actually didn't get that kind of backstory in G1 because in G1, when we saw Orion Pax, Megatron was already the leader of the Decepticons. Like he was
Yeah.
never called 16. Like
Yeah,
he
that's
was,
true.
already, he was already called Megatron. He's already a Decepticon, and we only saw Orion Pax. We never saw D16.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it was somewhat of an origin, but yeah, I love the origin story behind everything, especially like even whenever he becomes Megatron and he just gives up on Orion. I mean, heck, that hits hard because even seeing what they went through together as brothers, they were really brothers, and seeing the breakup of that friendship just get. I can only describe this as like an Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin in Revenge of the Sith. That's the best description I can give it.
Yeah.
Only only Megatron is Anakin, and Orion is Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all I can say is 10 out of 10 movie.
I agree.
And you, Caden, how about you? What's your rating on the movie?
Currently, yeah, I'll also give it 10 out of 10.
Good. And Ruben, I know you haven't seen the movie, even though it is difficult for you to watch movies. But from what you heard so far, and if you have, and I don't know if you've seen any spoiler clips or not, but
I have.
Okay, what is your thoughts on the movie in your opinion? Since I know you.
It's awesome, and I even like the animation style. Like, holy shit, it's beautiful.
I will say that I forgot to mention it. Okay, when I'm gonna leave it at this, but whenever Chris Hemsworth was talking about the movie, he said the one thing that drew him to this movie is the animation style, that it was unique from other animation styles. I will say this, at first glance, this could be like just a regular type of Disney movie animation, but when you look at the character designs and their shadings and like the lines on them, this is a definitely almost like a different 3D animated movie. This is definitely a unique animation style for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So all I can say is this: I'm definitely looking forward to more of the figures in the future, and I hope we get a lot more figures in this for a studio series.
Yep. And so far, we got 5.
Hey, at least we have the main cast. So, but
Yeah.
we have to wait till next year to complete them.
We need Darkwave. We need Arachnid. We need the Miners. We need.
I mean, I don't think they could do the miners but I mean, if they add their cogs, then yeah. But unless they're gonna somehow pull something out of their rear and make the miners actually transform, but
maybe just make once they make the sequel, then they can do the
yeah.
Miners.
Oh, what the fuck?
But
what's wrong
definitely
with
the High Guard, the Shockwave, Soundwave, and Starscream, they definitely need studio series that comes one figures. So, and the Quintesson, please, and Alpha Trion, get those done in studio series. Would love to see it.
Yes,
Yeah.
agreed. I'm glad that this film lived up to the hype, and I can hardly wait to see how this movie performs. Because since it's getting nothing but good reviews, I mean, if this movie does pretty well, I guarantee we will get news of a sequel greenlit in just the next couple weeks.
Apparently, I heard that they confirmed that they have already had plans for the sequel.
I mean, whenever this film is successful, that just gives them the green light right there. Since they have the plans, they just need that green light. So yeah. But and like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end off. But like I said, I will be doing a brief live stream sometime during the day tomorrow because I'm actually happy I'll be getting You know what? I'll go and say it. I'm actually happy I'll be getting my Shattered Glass Ratchet and Optimus Prime. I've been wanting that 2-pack for a while. I missed out on it because of COVID. Because I did some research. Apparently, the figures were very limited at the time, so I'm glad they got reissued. And I will be getting my Shattered Glass Starscream tomorrow. So, and that's another thing. I'm happy I have at least another good guy Starscream on the shelf. So,
Yippee.
yes. So, yeah.
Yes.
But yes, so I thank you guys so much for joining and giving your thoughts and feelings on the movie. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And I know we had a lot of movies come out this year and we're still getting more movies like Sonic 3, but besides those new future movies coming out for the rest of the year, would you guys consider this movie of the year in your book?
Yes.
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 Good.
Only movie of the year. Like obviously, movie of the year, definitely. 100%.
Yes.
Good to hear. Good to hear. And also, I doubt this will happen, but even though Deadpool and Wolverine is doing really good, I mean, heck, over here it's still in theaters. Like they still haven't taken it out of theaters. It's still racking in money like crazy. I'm glad that movie.
Oh, Deadpool and Wolverine. I enjoyed that movie so much. Like seeing Hugh Jackman again as Wolverine.
Yay! That put a smile on my face.
You cannot replace Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I mean, the Calverine. Sure, that was hilarious. But anyway,
Oh my fuck! The Calverine.
and then when Deadpool was looking at Hugh Jackman's abs, that was hilarious. That was funny. Like he was like, "Oh."
All I can say, nah. Nah.
And you know, I actually have a poster of Deadpool and Wolverine in my upstairs,
Nice.
like a big poster of it.
Yeah, that was actually a good movie. I doubt that Transformers 1 could overtake it, but I will say this. I'm glad that Deadpool and Wolverine has officially been deemed #1 figure of the year. And yes, you have the posters of D16 and Orion.
Oh,
Good.
lucky motherfucker.
Now you just have to hang them up behind you or pick which one that needs to go on there.
There's my ticket.
Wait, is that literally your ticket to the?
Yes, it's my
Dang,
ticket.
that's fucking badass. You guys
That's
got
a big ticket.
that's a
ticket.
badass fucking movie ticket. Damn.
They also gave me this.
Eraser.
Wait, was your theater giving out like figures and stuff?
Yeah, they gave out like free Studio Series figures. Only 2 options. So you either get a Gamer Edition Barricade or Rise of Beast Eraser. So I would run the risk of getting.
Motherfucker.
I already have this one, so I might sell this off to someone else. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say sell it.
I also got some blockies. We got some blockies packaging here. So
Oh, nice. Those things. Nice.
I got Bumblebee and Nemesis Prime from those. So.
Oh, nice. Are those like little mini figures that you put together,
Right.
kind of like?
Mini model kits, I will say.
Yeah, those things. Yeah.
Yeah, those things.
Nah, I don't think over here in America, I don't think we have movie tickets like that. That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, that's the thing I kind of like about people that live in different countries. You guys get all those like fancy stuff like movie tickets and all that.
Come on, it was my first time going to early fan screening, man.
Hey, I mean, heck, at least you got that. At least you got to go to an early fan screening, so that was actually nice.
But I had to keep my mouth shut until 12th September, so I can actually properly review the movie. So.
Oh, was those? Oh, you got to go to one of those early fan screenings from like a couple months ago or something like that?
Like last month.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah. They made you sign an NDA and all that.
Yeah, I had to sign an NDA to keep my mouth shut and all that stuff. So it was an incredible experience. I get to meet one of my followers on Instagram. I get to meet one of my Malaysian followers on Instagram. I'm like, when I recognize his Instagram page, and I'm like, hey, no, that's you? You're that guy? oh my god, and we hugged it out. We hugged it out and like
I mean, I have yet to meet anyone who recognizes me. Well, except the only time I got to meet, I guess in a way, one of my fans is technically Ruben, because me and him got to meet up in person one time.
Yep.
That was the only time I got to interact with another YouTuber or YouTuber. So, but no, that's actually cool. It's just going to like a fan event or something like that and meeting someone who recognizes you.
Also, the main reason why I wanted to join this stream is because I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of that whole Instagram thing, so don't worry. I got you, man. But yes, like I said, I really hope this movie makes a good a lot of money. I mean, heck, Deadpool at this point is pretty much #1 movie of the year but money and budgeting aside and all that, Transformers 1 is definitely a movie of the year. So I really
part of the top 5, but it's definitely #1. So
yeah. But still I have Sonic movie 3 to look forward to, so
I have a couple movies to look forward to, like Venom 3 and Sonic 3. Yeah.
Yeah,
And Mufasa. I'm definitely looking forward to Mufasa because I want to see the origin story of Mufasa and Scar. But before he was Scar, he was called Taka. So
yeah, I'm at this point. I might go ahead. I haven't watched any trailers of it, but I do want to know the backstory of Scar. So that and now knowing that the actor who played Mufasa has passed away, I'm definitely probably gonna have to go watch the movie as a look back. So, but and also speaking of Sonic 3, I'm actually another reason why I'm excited for that movie is because Shadow is being played by Keanu Reeves. Whoa! Oh yeah!
Yes,
AKA John motherfucking
yes. I was not expecting that casting, but I think it's perfect casting.
Nah. I see a lot of people on the internet saying like all Shadow needs is a gun. Like it's Keanu. I need a gun now.
Yeah.
Nah, Keanu Reeves is gonna be amazing as Shadow. I'm glad. There was a lot of fan castings and plus rumors that Hayden Christensen would play him, but nah, Keanu Reeves is perfect as Shadow, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, this has been our review of Transformers 1. Great movie.
Yep.
Fantastic film. It ain't without its flaws, but still a great movie, a great origin story. I know a lot of people and fans out there who've been wanting an origin story. And also a movie set on Cybertron with no humans. So this is what people wanted, and now they got it. So
yes.
But yes, great movie. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to do another live stream very soon. Chilling and all that, except the one I have to do tomorrow. But would you guys like to share where they can find you, all your social medias and whatever? You go ahead, JJ. That way no one's like, who talks first?
Yeah, I was gonna say let JJ go first.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's called JJ Prime Transformers Picks. I do have another Instagram page as JJ Prime Reviews, but I don't really use that page anymore because I use my JJ Prime Transformers Picks, and I have more followers on that one. So that's my main account. JJ Prime Reviews is just basically an alternative account if I want to use that for posting on and then of course I do have my channel on here on YouTube that I review figures, and I did my first movie review on Transformers 1. It was spoiler free, so I almost actually included the spoiler, but I didn't want to include the spoiler, so I had to cut that out. And
oh boy.
Yeah, I had to cut it out. But I was so close.
Delete that footage. Delete that footage.
Delete that footage. I cut the footage out. But anyway, so And so far, the attraction is doing good. It's got 127 views, got 14 likes. So, yeah, it's getting there. And I'm very close. I'm getting there to 2,000 subs. So, if you want to subscribe to the channel, go ahead. It's JJ Prime Reviews. Easy search. So, there we go. But that's it from me. So,
All right. And you, Ruben?
They can find my main channel, which, by the way, I hit 600 subscribers about a month ago or two. I don't remember. I wish I didn't realize that. So
Good. Congratulations.
right now I'm at like 643. So Jesus fuck.
Hey, at least you have an audience, so there you go.
Yeah, but I still have some people who want me, you know.
Yeah, all right. But anyways,
Anyways, every social media I have, I am posting like custom work on my figures on Instagram, mostly because I'm actually bored. I have nothing else to do. And that's it. I'm still updating my damn Twitch, mostly because I want to go back with streaming games, but I can't because I'm getting like technical issues and everything I use hates me.
yeah. Oh, and also, JJ, I just noticed that's actually a nice T-shirt. Yeah, that nice.
Nice. And that's it.
All right, Caden, would you, if you're still there, would you like to share, or are you good?
No.
Okay, that's understandable. Oh,
You laugh.
bro, that was brutal. Dang.
Oh, that was brutal.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Well, you guys could find me on my Instagram, and I don't use Discord anymore. Every now and then I go on there, but I also have to do. I'm also doing some business on there. I might bring back my Discord in the future. It just depends. I do have a Twitter page. I'm not going to call it X because I mean it kind of sounds weird in a conversation. Like you're just sitting there in a conversation or something like that. Like, hang on, let me check out my X real quick. Like, huh? Like,
Excuse me?
are you talking? Like, and some girls like, are you talking to your ex-girlfriend? Yeah, like, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I have a Twitter page, and yeah, and yeah, and definitely go subscribe to all these guys right here, and also I will try to do my live stream tomorrow on my unboxing, hoping everything goes well. Me and my girlfriend are under the weather because I did deal with a little bit of Instagram drama yesterday. I won't go into it, but me and her, well, I know her. She has tested positive for COVID yesterday, and
Oh man.
yeah, we're constantly checking our temperatures. I mean, I am a little bit under the weather. And I mean, heck, even if I burn up of a fever, that still doesn't. I'm still hyper as heck. So that don't. So yeah, but yeah. So prayers go to all of us, and prayers, and also prayers to those who are still dealing with this nuisance of a virus. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for those who are in the chat. Let's see.
Lucius, Dragon Slayer Reviews, Lord and Mega Andy, and Crosscut Studios.
Yeah, and that's about it. And also,
Yep.
Ruben, you said something in the chat a bit ago, so there you go. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I was saying I'm back.
but yes, thank you for those who were in the chat. And Belucius, I'm glad you were in the chat. I definitely miss you. Hopefully, you can join in some of the live streams in the future because I definitely enjoyed hanging out with you, man. And thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, this has been the rise of Lord Master Starscream, saying Seekers, transform, and rain fire. It's been nice, everyone.
Yes.
Nah, there ain't no way I can sound like Steve Buscemi. I can try all I want. There ain't no.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's end this.